Yes! Alrighty, what's up, everybody? My peeps! What's going on, you sexy bitches? Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on your 2 for Monday. Right here, this time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other channels down there in hell, otherwise known as the description box below. So do it now. Subscribe to my channels. Leave a comment if you wish. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. And share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But if you're not real, you can go fuck yourself. And that's it. And also, tap and slap that bell. And you know what to do with it. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. That's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, like I said, and all that other good stuff. But I think you all know what to do with that by now. But if you're new here, then welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, you can hop off and go fuck yourself. Go on somebody else's channel. I don't give a shit. But in any case, but if you do stay and you like the content, you want more of it, hoorah, then smash that subscribe button, smash that bell to get more, and show my other channels your love and support, and hell, leave a comment or two. But, you know, it's your prerogative. You want to leave a comment, you can. If you don't want it, you don't have to. But it's like hitting the like button. You don't have to hit the like and subscribe button. You know? But if you want more, and you're real, not fake-ass bitches, then you can do that. But it's all up to you. I mean, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I mean, it's your life and your prerogative. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody had a great weekend, the unofficial first weekend of December. Now, we're in the official first week of December, and as of this video, we're now 19 days away from the greatest day in the world, and 20 days away, just under 3 weeks away from Christmas. So the Christmas season is fast approaching, ladies and gentlemen. So if you haven't even gone out for your Christmas to do Christmas shopping, I would start now. You don't want to wait till the last minute, because those stores are going to be packed. It is what it is. I'm done. I'm pretty much done. I already got the missus something, and she got me something, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is what it is. Not that, but that's late. That's another day, but it's a different story for a different time. But I digress. But anyway, holiday season is upon us, and hopefully you're about to start your Christmas shopping, or you already done it, and maybe you want to do more. Who knows? But enjoy it, because pretty soon it'll be Christmas, and then after that, the end of the year. So, pretty much 26, well, actually, of this video, 27 days away from the end of the year, 26 and a half, whatever you want to call it. But under 4 weeks away from 2024, so we're going to get through it, and that's pretty much it. So enjoy the last couple weeks of 2023, because if you blink, you will miss it. Hey, what happened to 2023? You missed it. What happened to then? Where are we? We're at now. Everything that happened then, is now. What happened to then? We missed it. We're at now. What happened to then? We missed it. Soon! When will it be then? Now. You gotta love Spaceballs, man. You gotta love it. It has so many iconic lines and funny little Easter eggs. Just great shit. That's That's such good shit. But it's a cult classic. Like, we really wish they made a second one, but they never did, and pretty much half the cast is dead. Pretty much. Well, pretty much everybody's dead, I think. Except for maybe Lone Star. And Princess Vespa, I believe, is still alive. I don't even know anybody else in that movie that's alive. John Candy, who played Barf, is dead. Mel Brooks is still alive, but he's like ancient, so I doubt he'll ever even do the movie. I think he's still alive. I think King Roland is still alive. I don't even know. I think it's not Dick Van Dyke. One of the Van Dykes. I think he's dead anyway. Jim J. Bullock, who played one of the princes that try to marry Princess Vespa, he's dead. Like half the people in that movie, I think, are either still alive or dead. So if they ever redid it, which I don't think you could, but I mean, you could with a new cast, but it wouldn't be the same. But yeah, pretty much everybody in the original movie is pretty much dead, except for Lone Star and Princess Vespa. That's pretty much it. What's your name? Barf. Your full name? Bartholomew. Well, I'm gonna marry somebody today. Alright, we're gonna do the short version. Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Good! You're married! Kiss her! May the Schwartz be with you! And the ever popular, evil will always triumph because good is dumb. There's something I must tell you before I kill you. What's that? I am your father's cousin's brother's niece's nephew's former roommate. What does that make us? Absolutely nothing! Oh my god, I love that. That movie I love more than fucking Back to the Future. He shot my hair! Son of a bitch! Alright, not about Spaceballs, we'll talk about Spaceballs all the time. Alright, so that's it. Alright. So, like I said, if you blink and you will miss 2020, the rest of 2023. You can't get it back. You can't. And that's it. Alright. Enough about that bull! Funky! But hope everybody had a great weekend, and hope you had a good Monday, too. And if not, well, that's too bad for you. I had a pretty decent Monday, but, it was up and down. Like my dick in your mama's ass. But, we'll get through it, the first official weekend, first official week of December. And I'm counting down those days, man. That's it. Alright, check out my video from earlier in the day, not earlier in the night, I should say, on my Shadow Slayer 2.0 channel. I did episode number 14 of the Shadow Slayer 2.0 series, where basically I gave a channel update for December 2023, where I want to go the rest of this month, and pretty much get a little preview of 2024, what's coming up on this channel, my other channels, little life update, some stuff I want to get off my chest. And, that's it. So, I know people probably watched it. I don't really care. They'll probably clip it and then spin it. I don't care. I don't care. I spoke from the heart. That's what I always have done. Spoke from the heart. And it's facts. Pretty much facts. People can't deal with it, then too bad. But, yeah. Just some goals I want to set for my, I want to do in 2024, and pretty much gonna be the same, but a little bit of changes here and there. Maybe some time off eventually, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And if I do go off YouTube for a little bit, it might be a day or two, and then It might be longer than that. Who knows? But we shall see what happens with all that as we go into 2024. But we'll move on. So watch the video. Link will be down below in the gobbledygook. That's that. All right. Right now, I hope you got a cold beverage or you're still up. Well, some of you might be still up, unless you're in the West Coast. So, how you doing? Everybody on the West Coast in LA and everywhere else in the West Coast. Probably like around 11 o'clock right now. 11:19 actually in the West Coast. 2:19 here in the East Coast. So anyway, on video number 2, on your 2 for Monday, right here on the Kill the Demons channel. Once again, if you're just tuning in now, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and anything else I feel like talking about. And if you do like it, great. You know, get out of here. Go fuck yourself. That's it. Alright, so right now, it is time for your late night, Monday night review for December the 4th, 2023. And you're probably watching this on December the 5th, 2023, wherever you may be. Unless you're on the West Coast, you're probably seeing this now. Well, when this goes up, it'll probably be still December the 4th, 2023. But in any case, this is your Raw review for December the 4th, 2023. We are emanating from the MVP Arena in Albany, New York, the state capital of New York. That's that. Alright, so Raw was it was an okay show. Nothing great. I mean, no CM Punk tonight. No Mommy Rhea Ripley tonight. That kind of sucked. And the fans knew it too. But yeah, no Punk. No Punk this week. He will be back next week on a special little segment. We'll get to that in a little bit. And I would assume that Mommy Rhea Ripley will be back next week. As Raw next week will be from Cleveland, Ohio, the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. Because it sucks. That place is a dump. I hate to go there because I'll probably pee on it. Because of all the people that should not be in there. But even though they kind of paved the way for rock and roll. Yeah, but what? Yeah, LL Cool J. Yeah, LL Cool J's not rock and roll and he never invented it. I don't get it. Shaka Khan. I mean, no disrespect to Shaka Khan. I love Shaka Khan. I feel for you. But she's not rock and roll. Aretha Franklin is the queen of soul. Soul is partly rock and roll, so I'm okay with that, but, you know, Stevie Nicks, I mean, Stevie Nicks over there, but I can't show it, but Stevie Nicks, my guardian angel, I'm okay with that, with Fleetwood Mac and as a solo artist. Ozzy with Black Sabbath, I would hope next year he goes in as a solo artist. By the way, happy birthday, Ozzy, this past, was 2 days, actually, as of this video, 2 days ago. His birthday was on Sunday. So, happy 75th birthday to my dad, Ozzy Osbourne. Love you, Dad! We had a good old party. We had fun. We had fun, but Ozzy was, like, getting weird after a while. Sheldon, what is this cake? I don't understand. Cake. Why did you get me a carrot cake, Shannon? Boo. He doesn't call her Sharon anymore. He calls her Boo. Ozzy Osbourne calling somebody Boo. What do you mean? I always called Shannon Boo. No, you didn't. You just found out about that word last year. What's next? You gonna say yeet? What does that mean? It means, you feel me? Do you feel him, sir? Oh, okay. Yeet! Ozzy, you can't say that. You look weird saying it. Oh, I'm Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of fucking Darkness. I can say yeet when I feel like saying yeet. Okay. You know he's gonna say it. You know he'll say it eventually. No, or just like, the fuck does that mean? Who the fuck is Justin Bieber? Exactly. Who the fuck is Justin Bieber? He's a douche. Oh, fuck him. But anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, happy birthday to Ozzy, 75 years old. Still kicking that candy ass. And he should be in the Hall of Fame again, but this time as a solo artist. Hopefully we'll get him in next year. Hopefully. But knowing the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, and who they actually will put on the ballot, probably take another 20 years for Ozzy to get in and he'll be dead. Nah, he probably won't because he's immortal. But then again, who knows? Now, hopefully we can get some good bands in, like Soundgarden. You know, maybe Stone Temple Pilots will go in. Maybe Alice in Chains will finally go in. But I'm not fond of the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, and I fucking hate Cleveland as it is. But it is what it is. But I'll go there, you know, just to look at the rock and roll stuff, but other than that, I could care less for that place. I can care less. I fucking hate the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. I do. I hate it more than the Shammies. I mean, the Grammys. I'm not even gonna watch the Grammys this year. I'm not. I care less for it. I mean, besides the metal category, which probably Metallica would not win. I mean, you know how the Shammies love to fuck Metallica. Well, they're in the same category with Disturbed, who had a banger album. Kind of like Metallica with 72 Seasons. Disturbed with their new album. I think it's called, what's it called? Device? Not Device. Not Evolution, that was the last album, I think. I forgot the name of the new album. But anyway, yeah, their new album was pretty damn good, so, just saying. So, I mean, if Metallica wins, great. If Disturbed wins, even better. But if anybody else is in that category, I personally don't really care that much. But we'll move on. Alright, so yeah, next week's from Cleveland, Ohio, and Punk will be there. So, that's that. But, Punk will be on SmackDown this Friday night with a certain guy named Randy. And then, next, as the tribute to the Crypt Show, finally they're doing a 2-hour show, not that 1-hour garbage fest that it is. And it's live, too. And then the week after that, next Friday night, it's really going to be a good show because Daddy's home! Not Randy. Not you, Randy. You might be Daddy, but you're not Daddy. Your master is coming back, and that's Roman, our tribal chief. Fill up your ones. For the tribal chief, we must acknowledge him every single day. Have you acknowledged your tribal chief? But as we all know, some of you acknowledge me more than Roman. But I digress. That's that. Alright, so, but, yes, that's Friday night. And then next Friday night is, Roman, Roman's back for just the final time this year, and then he'll be back 2 weeks before the Rumble. And we'll see who he faces. Probably be Randy, but they're saying it might not be. We'll see. So we'll get to that. But like I said, tonight's episode from the MVP Arena in Albany, New York. Pretty decent show, and let's get into it. Our commentary team, as always, on Monday Night Raw, the legendary Mitchell Cole and my good friend, and he might be yours, and that's Bad News Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Alright. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Alright, so we're about a little over a month away, but I think like 8-9 weeks away from the Rumble. So we're still setting up some possibilities for the Rumble. Already got Cody Rhodes as the first not the first entrant in the Rumble, but the first participant to, say that I'm in the Rumble. I'm going to make an announcement last week that I am the first person to put my name in a hat, and I'm going to be in the Rumble next year. Well, duh. So eventually we'll probably get more people announcing that they're going to be in the Rumble. And, more storyline progression to possible matches at the Rumble with Seth Rollins and me and Roman, of course. And all the other titles that might be on the line. But we get that. Alright, so we started with the opening sequence, the stupid theme that really should be changed. I mean, it is changed. I don't even know what it is. I don't even care. But anyway, we start off Monday Night Raw with the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Okay, so he comes out. He gets on the mic. He's like, "Oh, I haven't done this before. Well, it's been a while since I've done this. Welcome to Monday Night." So anyway, Drew calls Raw the land where you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, leave, come back, completely forgiven. Now, I don't know if that was a shot at Punk, but it felt like it. And then the fans like, "See ya, Punk! See ya, Punk, you fucking mark! See ya, Punk!" And Drew's like, "Oh, come on, I could be talking about anybody!" Well, duh. Obviously. So, Drew talks about how Jey Uso apologized to Randy last week before moving on. Well, pretty much didn't say much about Randy, It's like, "Oh yeah, Jey Uso, yeah, we're good, Uce." And then he moves on to Sami Zayn, his opponent for tonight. And on cue, Sami Zayn comes out for their match. Why not? Why not? Let's go! So Sammy Generico, the man who steals orphans from the orphanage in Mexico, with his good brother El Generico. They're not well, they're kind of related. Anyway, so Sammy comes out because, Drew just standing there. He wants to tell him something. So Sammy gets in the ring. Drew tells him that you are the only one who deserved to be screwed over by the bloodline. Oh, really now? So then he says, "You were part of a team. You were part of the team, then got screwed over, pretty much by Roman. It's like, did you expect that to happen? Obviously, you did." So Sammy says, "Me and you are nothing alike because I turned the loss in front of my family in Montreal Screwjob 2, into winning in the main event of WrestleMania with him and Kevin, defeating the Usos to end their long-ass fuck reign as undisputed tag team champions." So I got that. I was like, "Hey, I might have lost in front of my family, but I main evented WrestleMania. What did you do? You lost to Roman and then you went nowhere." Pretty much. So Sammy's like, "Are you making your family proud?" And then Drew got all pissy. "Oh, you don't talk about my family, lad. Get me a referee." Why was the referee out there to begin with? But anyway, yeah, so I gave that first part of the segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Then we go to the match, which, match was okay. Nothing great. McIntyre starts beating the fuck out of Sammy in the corner and finds him off with a belly-to-belly release suplex. Ouch. But Sammy comes back, sends Drew to the floor. As we go to break, we come back. As always, during the break, the heels come back. So Drew whips Sammy towards the barricade. Sammy hits a moonsault off it. Smart. For a double down. They go back in. Drew runs him over. Then a hard chop block. Remember that for later. A hard chop block puts Sammy down. Sammy fights up, avoids a charge, sends Drew into the ring post. Ow! And he's favoring his leg, but Sammy manages a suplex. and a tornado DDT for a near fall. Drew goes back with that CM Punk-like neckbreaker. And then Sammy throws him to the outside and hits a slingshot plancha. Sope Suicida! But Drew caught him in mid-air and then just like, get out of here. Throws him like yesterday's garbage over the announcer's table. Did I hit Michael Cole? Well, that's that. We go to another break, and we come back. Sammy comes back. Sometimes they don't come back twice, but it is what it is. Sammy comes back off a victory roll for a near fall, but Drew comes right back with a sit-up powerbomb for a near fall. Then Sammy goes up top, and I think Drew is trying for a super white noise, but gets counted into a super sunset flip bomb. Nice. To give Sammy a near fall and a double down. And then we get stereo kicks to face. Ow. And then, and Sammy gets a near fall off the ever popular Blue Thunder Bomb, which he has only won 2 matches with. 2! And then he goes up top with some, like an axe handle smash. His leg gives out. And then Drew threw him off the rope. Sammy tried to do, he grabbed the rope and then jumped back, like a backwards leapfrog. And then landed on his knee again. Drew picks up the pieces. Chop block. Sammy's done. I'm like, the referee should have called a match. But the referee too stupid. Lets the match continue, and Drew gets up, hits the Claymore. 1, 2, 3 in pretty much 20 minutes. This match is done. Drew McIntyre gets the win, and he is, right now, kicking some ass. I'm glad he's a heel now. Not almost a full-fledged heel, pretty much. But Sammy beats Drew, and, Drew beats Sammy, and match was pretty good. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Good match to start the show, and that's pretty much it. And then after the match, Drew is, like, yelling at the screen, like, the truth will set you free. And that's that. Then, he looks at Sammy a little bit, and then he's like, hey, referee! Raise my hand. On my time! And then he leaves. And then the referee's checking out Sammy, and then, that's pretty much it. So we get that. Alright, so 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then, we go to the back where we see Shayna Baszler, with Byron Saxton, pretty much ready to hurt Nia Jax. And then Zoe Starr comes in, a little pep talk, and then Shayna leaves to get ready for the match, and Zoe just stands there. I didn't know what that was, I really didn't care. So I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Then we get a video package on Jey Uso, who wants to win his very first singles title tonight. We look at his career, all the tag team titles he's won with his brother Jimmy. Some good stuff, stuff with the bloodline, with Roman, of course. He's like, before all that, it was just me, Uce. Now it's my time to get my own title. Uce. And now he can't say yeet. Because WWE, I don't know what happened. I read something that WWE has filed a they got a trademark by somebody saying that you can't say yeet anymore. I wonder who that was. Roman. Probably was Roman. Roman's like, you can't say that. Now Roman wins again, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Why they pulled the shirt. Like, oh, you can't get the yeet shirt anymore unless you get it off eBay. I don't understand why they won't let him say yeet. So now you can't say that. His merchandise, which was probably selling a lot of yeet shirts, is gone. He lost a lot of money in merchandise sales. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe it is Roman. Who knows? Maybe it is Roman. Maybe it's true. I don't know. is just mind-boggling. I heard that today. Like, what? I was like, yep. Pretty much censorship rears its ugly head once again. We can't have free speech all the time. Oh, we have to be censored for fucking bullshit. Kind of like what YouTube does. Sometimes they take down a video for a lot of cursing. I'm like, what? It's like you can't say the 7 deadly sins, the 7 deadly words. God shit, motherfucker, bitch. You know, I can't remember all of them, but I mean, it's just lovely how this fucking country, you know, takes our basic freedom of speech away. Can't say anything on the internet because you're getting in trouble. Just for saying something basic. Like, I hate this motherfucker!
Huh? You can't say that! That's not! No!
You'll get in trouble! $100 fine! Ah, $100 fucking dollars! Oh, there's another 100! Ah. Like, sue my ass! I don't give a shit! That's another 100. Half of it say sheet. Okay, that's fine. You can't even say words on the fucking internet, especially on YouTube. Because you leave a comment. Oh, it's offensive. They'll give you a warning. It's like, oh, you're leaving bad comments and shit because you said this. I want to kick your ass. You leave that in the comment. You're gonna probably either get a warning, and then next thing you know, they'll probably take it down, and you're banned for a day. What is this, Facebook? Well, at least it's not Facebook. You're banned for 30 days, but eventually it might lead to a permanent ban, but well, your channel getting terminated, not permanent ban, but your channel get knocked down for ridiculous bullshit in comments. Come on. Where's our freedom of speech, Neil? You dumbass. I mean, certain things, yes, there has to be a cap on certain things, but other than that, on social media, they let the inmates run the asylum, and there's no protection. So everybody gets hurt in one way or another. And we defend ourselves, and then next thing we know, we're fucking to blame. Like, what? We're defending ourselves. Why are we getting our channels taken down, or social media getting suspended for 30 days, or worse, maybe getting completely gone? It's stupid. I know some of you agree with me. I know some of you will. Because it's true. It's true. Social media, we don't have freedom of speech on social media. Not that much. It's all censorship and this basic bullshit that they're taking our freedom of speech away, even when we're defending ourselves from dumb fucks that slander us and talk shit with no facts. Or we do revenge and, we're the ones to blame. It makes no freaking sense to me. It just doesn't. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so Jey Uso video package. I gave 3 out of 5 stars. So see if he beats Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight title later on tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's it. Alright, after that, we go to the back with Jackie Redmond trying to get a word with the doctor, the trainer, about Sammy and his bad ankle. So he's getting his leg looked at by the trainer, and then Drew McIntyre comes in, jumps him again, beats the fuck out of him, and Drew's like, "You brought this on yourself, lad!" Beats him up, throws him into some production equipment. Then Sammy's leg is sticking out, and then Drew just backs up, boom, shatters the ankle under an anvil case. Ow! So, yeah, pretty much, Sammy is gone with a broken ankle, broken leg, I don't know. But storyline written off, so he probably won't be back. Maybe at the Rumble, he comes back. But, looks like now Drew is setting his sights on a certain guy named Jey Uso, but we'll see. Or maybe Seth Rollins again for the title. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. So, Sammy go bye-bye for a while. But he'll be back probably in a month or two. Or maybe more. Who knows how long this storyline injury will last. But we move on. So we got that. And then after the break, we come back. Finally, we see, after, Drew fucked up Sammy's ankle. Finally, Adam Pearce, Jason Jordan, maybe P.D. Williams, and Kenny Dykstra, and the referees come in. They break it up. Drew's like, I'm out of here. And that's that. And then Jey Uso comes in. It's like, this is not your fault, Uce. It's not your fault. That's it. So, we move on. So, all that, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, there we go. Once further in the back to a interview with Byron Thaxton. And he has as a special guest, the man, Becky Lynch. And Byron asks Becky about wanting some fights. And Becky's like, yeah, I've had a few fights in my time here, blah blah blah. And that includes Nia Jax, who on cue comes in, talks some shit to Becky, saying that I got your receipt, but I got one for you now. So after you squash Shayna Baszler, you're next, basically. Not that I want to see Becky and Nia Jax, but we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and pretty much it. We move on with that. Alright, then we go back to the ring with women's action. Nia Jax taking on Shayna Baszler. Wasn't a great match. I don't understand why it was 12 fucking minutes. But anyway, starts with Shayna, kicks away at the big redwood tree. That's Nia Jax. But then she gets crushed in the corner. But then Shayna comes back with a running knee to face. Rocks the big girl. But she powerbombs her way out of an armbar in the corner. They go to the outside. Nia is then sent into the ring post. Ow. But she comes right back with a leg drop on the apron over the ropes. As we go to break, we come back. Shayna fights out of a basic 1910 neck crank. But then she gets set into the ring post. Ow. Then Nia with the running fat ass attack. Sends Shayna into the ring post again. But she comes back, strikes away for a little bit of a comeback. But then Nia plants her with a Samoan drop. But Shayna comes right back with a running knee for a near fall. And then Nia comes back with a back splash for a near fall. And then Nia tries to go for the Annihilator, and Shayna, knocks her leg off the rope temporarily. Then Nia's still on the middle rope, and then Shayna Baszler does, I don't know why she even did it. She goes for a German suplex, kind of hits it, but Nia's fucking fat ass lands on her face. I'm like, oh my god. Woo! And freaking, it looks so freaking bad. I mean, Nia, you can't take a simple back suplex. I mean, not a back suplex, German suplex. You couldn't have went up a little bit. I'm telling you, Nia Jax is the worst fucking women's wrestler of all time. Even worse than the Bella Sluts. I'm not saying something. She is so fucking bad in the ring. I mean, she heard Kyrie say, not once, but twice with a concussion. I wouldn't be surprised if Shayna has a concussion, or at least I don't know, man. Because her fat ass landed right on Shayna's face. It was just, oh my god. And Shayna's like grabbing her head. She knew she fucked up. It wasn't a botch per se, but the way it landed, it was just, you had to see it. But anyway, Shayna is somehow able to withstand that. Locks in the Kira Fida clutch. But then Nia drops right back on her to break the hold. And then basically that was it. Nia goes up top. This time hits the Annihilator, squashes Shayna like a freaking cockroach. 1, 2, 3, Nia. Well, Jax gets the win in over 12 minutes. Oh boy. And that's it. Match wasn't even that great, so I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Becky comes out. And basically, she comes out, Nia runs to the hills. And pretty much it. So, we'll probably see Becky and Nia maybe next week on the program or soon. And I feel bad for Becky. I do. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. That's that. Alright, then we get a look back once again at CM Punk's return at the Survivor Series, and then the follow-up garbage promo on Raw last week. So we got that. Then we go in the back, we have DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, and Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, talking about Imperium, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. Then Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae come in, so I'm sorry, pretty much way reunion without Dexter. Where is Dexter? Where is Dexter go? I haven't seen Dexter in months. I don't know if he's actually hurt or what. If he is hurt, what did he hurt? Don't ask that. Don't answer that. But anyway, yeah, we haven't seen Dexter in a while, ever since that whole feud with The Miz. But yeah, he's gone for a while. He's still doing various autograph signings and shit. But we haven't seen Dexter in a while. Maybe Indy broke him. Literally broke him. I don't know. But yeah, so we get at least a little bit of the Way reunion. You know, minus Dexter and not counting Austin Theory. So we get that, and then Imperium come in. And they have a 2 out of 3 falls match coming up. So they come in, interrupt, talk some smack to each other, and then they kind of leave. And that's it. So nothing really exciting. So that I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. So that. Then we go to the ring for the 2 out of 3 falls match, which was pretty damn good. So first fall starts with Ciampa and Ludwig Kaiser. Marcel Barthel starting things off. Really nothing much. And then Fabian Aichner comes in. And a very fast running crossbody. I've never seen that before. It's like, boing. Hits Ciampa. And then Marcel Barthel comes in, a little bit cocky. He's like, I'm going to finish this guy off. Comes in for a basic 1905 armbar. Ciampa comes back with an enziguri. Goes underneath a clothesline. And he gets the hot tag to Johnny Gargano as the pace picks up a little bit. He gets the gotcha spear on Marcel Barthel, who looks to set up. They look to set up meet in the middle, but then Fabian Aichner comes in, makes the save, and then Marcel Barthel is the legal man. And rolls up Ciampa with a handful of underwear. 1, 2, 3. So they get the first fall in about 4.5 minutes. So they're up 1 fall to none. Fall number 2 begins as DIY take both of them down. And then they go. As we go to break. We come back. Marcel Barthel flips Gargano over for a face plant. Sets up a double running dropkick in the corner. And then Imperium looks to get a clean sweep. And they go for the Imperium bomb. But Ciampa makes the save, which allows Johnny Gargano to Fruit Roll Up Fabian Aichner without the underwear. And 1, 2, 3, we are tied at 1 fall apiece. The fall lasted 5 minutes and 5 minutes 35 seconds. So 5.5 minutes later, the second fall was done. So then we go to the final fall. There must be a winner here. So it's also with Johnny Wrestling rolling over to tagging Tommaso Ciampa as all 4 men in the ring. We get a powerbomb belly to back combo. How do you do that? But anyway, Gargano gets a near fall out of that. But Fabian Aichner comes right back in with a basic 1915 backbreaker. They go for the Imperial Bomb again. It gets broken up again with a Hurricane Rana. And then Fabian Aichner goes with a double jump moonsault. Very nice for a near fall. And then they exchange strikes in the middle of the ring. And then a DDT to Fabian Aichner for a quadruple down. All 4 men are down in the middle of the ring. And then Ciampa with the air raid crash, super white noise, whatever you want to call it, on Marcel Barthel after he takes out Fabian Aichner. And pretty much, Marcel Barthel was like knocked for a loop. Then they hit meet in the middle. 1, 2, 3. They win the fall. And official time of the match, 15:09. So basic 15-minute match. Pretty good, not great, but still good enough. And I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And actually, the crowd actually was like, "Yay, yeah!" They're actually into the match. And they're giving, DIY, some reaction act for once. Because they were getting no reaction when they came out, which is kind of surprising. But now they're actually getting some type of reaction. Build on it, WWE. Build on it. And we'll see what happens with that. So, once again, 3.25 out of 5 stars for the 2 out of 3 falls match between Imperium and DIY. And we move on with that. Alright, then we go to the back. We have the Women's Tag Team Champions, Piper Niven, or Doudrop, and Chelsea Green. They're there to interrupt Team Rainbow Bright of Tegan Knox and Natalya. Maggie, did you say Rainbow Bright?
You idiot, shut up.
By the way, if anybody was on my Twitter, I did put up a picture of Murgy and Lurgy. It's like, I wonder what fans... This is what fans think about Tegan Knox. Then you see a picture of Murky and Lurgy Dismal. I wanted to tag Tegan, but I was too afraid to, because God forbid she would freaking went psychotic on me. When do you call me Rainbow Bright? Because you are. You have multicolored hair. Pretty much, Rainbow Bright. Or did you eat a bag of Skittles princess candies? Who knows? But anyway, so they interrupt them, mocking their loss last week. I think to them. And Natalya says, "We're still coming for the women's tag team titles. Can we just give it to the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi, please? Because this division is garbage. The tag team titles are basically held by a Karen and a fat piece of crap like Piper. And then everybody else is fighting them like it's Natalya and Tegan, a made up team. And then you got Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Who should have been. They were tag team champions twice, but they're basically hardly on TV. And then that's pretty much it. Liv Morgan and Raquel, who were the champions, Raquel is, barely seen now. I think she's hurt, or she's just not being used right now. Liv is still dealing with her shoulder, probably coming back at the Rumble, probably winning the Rumble, though I think it's going to be Jade Cargill, if she's in the Rumble, but, Jade's telling all the fans, like, be patient for my in-ring debut. Oh yeah, we'll wait 9 weeks, and then you don't show up. And then we're like, oh, when's she going to show up? Mania when it doesn't really matter. When I want to see Becky against Jade, or Jade versus Bianca, or Bianca versus Mommy Rhea Ripley. So, yeah, Hunter, I think you need, speed up the training a little bit more. Debut her at the Rumble as number 30, or maybe number 25, 27, who knows. But I think Liv Morgan might come back, and, we'll see what happens with that. And, we'll move on with pretty much all that. But in any case, yeah, I really don't care about this segment with Chelsea and Piper and Tegan and Natalya. I don't care. The women's tag team belts are pretty much garbage as the women's division is anyway. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But I really hope they either give it to Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Where the hell are they? They come back. They're at the last time we actually saw them on TV was Halloween Havoc, and I think they were on an episode of SmackDown maybe after that. But then we haven't seen them since. What's going on here? And then eventually, Kairi and Asuka will probably team up as the Kabuki Warriors to go after those belts, win those belts, maybe at WrestleMania. It'd be real nice. But so Asuka finally gets her WrestleMania moment, her first WrestleMania win. Kairi the same, and then I don't know what's gonna happen with Io. If she faces horse-faced cunt Charlotte Flair, she'll probably be facing Bayley at the Rumble, beat her, and then pretty much we'll probably face the winner of the Elimination Chamber, possibly. Yeah, I would think that. I would think Io would face the winner of the Elimination Chamber, which don't know who that could be. Would it be Bianca? Would it be Charlotte? Would it be Shotzi? Shotzi versus Io at Mania? Ugh. Give Io some actual competition. But I mean, we'll have to see. But I want Io to have an actually good match at WrestleMania. Would it be Bayley or possibly the returning Sasha Banks? I doubt that. I think if Sasha does come back, Mercedes comes back, I would think that we might see probably maybe by the summer we might see Sasha and Bayley going after Kyrie and Asuka. You feel like 2 years, 4 years ago, during the pandemic era, remember that? We don't remember that. When the women's tag team belts almost went back and forth a little bit between Sasha and Bayley and Asuka and Kyrie. And then, sadly, what happened? Kyrie left, and then rest is history, so. But, don't know if Sasha's coming back to WWE. Because the deal with her and possibly going to AEW kind of hit a snag. But, I don't know if Mercedes would fit in with. I mean, she would fit in AEW in that women's division. She'll really put a jump start into it, because Thunder Rosa's supposedly coming back. I don't know when. She's doing Spanish commentary now. But I don't know when she's actually going to be back in the ring. So Mercedes could come in and be like Jade Cargill and just run through the entire roster like Athena does with the Ring of Honor women's title that she's going to lose next Friday night to Billy Starks. And I'll be right. Hopefully, but we'll see. But I wouldn't put Mercedes in Ring of Honor just to beat somebody. I would have Mercedes Moné come in and pretty much run through the entire roster. I'd like to see her, and I really would like to see at All In if it happens. I'm not saying it will, but it might. If they sign Mercedes, I would love to see, basically 8 months, about 6 to 7 years later, Paige versus Sasha, and, see if Paige gets her revenge after Sasha accidentally basically ended her, and almost ended her career with that whiplash in 2016, which basically pretty much screwed her over, and, she was on prescription pill, just fucked up her life. After that, she couldn't wrestle anymore. Then she was, she was the kind of the manager for the Kabuki Warriors. Before they blew the green mist in her face and kicked her out. And that was the last time we actually saw Paige in WWE. Except for that stupid, WWE backstage show, which had Renee Paquette, Booker T, Paige, and then, CM Punk before he even went to AEW. They were like, geez, oh, CM Punk's on backstage! CM Punk's is back to WWE! No, he wasn't. He just did that show for 2 weeks and then left. It's like, I'm going to AEW. And then what happened? A year and a half later, he fucked Tony Khan over, pretty much, and pretty much everyone in the roster. Hangman Adam Page, freaking Miro, and very Jack Perry. Tony Khan fearing for his life, and now Punk is back in WWE. Probably win the world title from Seth Rollins on night 1 of WrestleMania. And then eventually we'll get to Roman, and Roman will smash him and probably end him. We'd love to see that. Roman smashes him to the point that freaking Punk gets taken out on a stretcher. But we'll see what happens with all that. But anyway, move on. But yeah, the women's tag team belts are a joke. And the whole division is a joke. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, so I thought it was ridiculous. Anyway. Alright, then we get a video on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, with Ivy Nile, becoming the new #1 contenders to the undisputed tag team belts that the law firm of Finn and Priest have. They're doing some good shit in that main roster. The fans are pretty much in love with them right now. Good job, Hunter. So anyway, so then we go to a segment, speaking of the Creed brothers, they're there with Ivy Nile, and then the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston! So they're there, and then Alpha Academy come in, Chad Gable, thank you, and big fat Otis, and Akira Tozawa, Jack Former's boy, and then the beautiful Maxine Dupree. So they all come in, so Alpha Academy comes in, offer the Creed some help training. Okay. So, say, yeah, we're gonna train you and this and that, we're gonna help you win the belts, stuff like that. So the Creed's like, impressive. And then they become even more impressed when Maxine Dupree takes Akira Tozawa, picks him up, and it squats him. I'm like, okay, you're not Chris Statlander, first of all. And then this all looks like he's either having an orgasm in his pants or just he's out of it. But, damn, freaking Maxine's just doing it with ease. I mean, Tozawa's how much does he weigh? Like a wet noodle? 125 pounds soaking wet? I don't know. Probably weighs more than Wheeler Yuta. Or, not even Wheeler Yuta. He weighs more than freaking Marco Stunt weighs. Marco Stunt is like a freaking twig. Like a 65-pound twig. I'm freaking around, I'm 150, so, maybe a little bit under, around the 150 mark, let's say. I'm not fat! My gut might be fat, like my dick, but that's another story for another time, but, Maxine Dupree could pick me up and squat me up for all I care, but I wouldn't want her to squat me like that, if you know what I mean. She could squat over my face and I'd be like when I do with my Asians. But I digress. And we move on with that. Alright, so we got all that. I thought it was just ridiculously dumb. Kind of weird. But I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to a good segment with actually, well, kind of dumb segment. So anyway, we have the Judgment Day of pretty much Poppy Priest in the bank, Damian Priest, the North American champion Dominic Guerrero, Dom Dom, and JD McStupido, or whatever what you want to call him. So they're there, and they're talking about the Creed brothers and stuff like that. And then they see, they're like, oh, what is this? And then R-Truth's there with like a 1975 Cuisinart TV, and it's all static. He's trying to fix it. He's like, what up, my dog? And then Dave's like, get out! You're not going to be in Judgment Day. You're not going to be a part of Judgment Day. You're a piece of shit. Get out! I'm like, damn. Tell us how you really feel about R-Truth. I mean, last week he's in the clubhouse on the couch with jelly rolls, because that rapper, whatever, country singer, whatever the fuck he is, this big fat fuck, jelly roll. He's eating jelly rolls and getting powdered sugar on the carpet, on the freaking couch. Was that I wonder if that was a knock at the NWA with the sugar. But, it was powdered sugar. It was actual powdered sugar. But anyway, who knows? So with R-Truth gone, Jamie's like, well, Mommy's not here, Finn Balor's not here, I'm in charge right now, and he tells Dom and JD McDumbass to basically take care of the Creed brothers. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and yeah. And then after Dom and JD McDumbfuck leave, Damien looks at the TV, and then he leaves, and then the camera shows the TV. I was like waiting for something to come on the TV. Like Bray Wyatt comes out or something like that. That would be funny. Like, ooh, static. Ah, it's Uncle Harry! Or it's the Boogeyman. I'm the Boogeyman. And I'm coming to get you. Just actually make it a little bit more interesting. Like, show what's on the TV. Like, I have it on Channel 13. All your life is Channel 13. Sesame Street. What does it mean? Pressure! Okay. Got a little Billy Joel. But Billy Joel. That's that. Anyway, we move on with that. So I give that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go back to the ring with a boring as fuck women's match that really didn't mean anything. The Dancing Queens, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro taking on Team Rainbow Bright, Tegan Knox and Natalia, Chelsea Green and Piper on commentary. Oh man, Cole did not want him out there. Holy shit. It was funny. Cole's like, he's like, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and he's like this the whole time. Why are they here? Who invited them? And then, Wade Barrett's trying to they got invited. And then Chelsea's like, this is our time. She's like, this is my time, Michael Cole. And then Piper's like, this is our time. Michael Cole hates people, man. Him and Bailey been going at it for years, and now freaking Chelsea Green is going after Michael Cole. Michael Cole's going after Chelsea Green. You might have to watch that there, Michael Cole, because a certain guy named Matt Cardona, woo. might come after you. By the way, Matt Cardona won a title at House of Glory. Ugh. Fuck him. Fuck Cardona. He fears fucking Mr. MDK himself, Nick fucking Gage. He does not belong in fucking hardcore wrestling. He does not. I know he won the belt. Big fucking deal. How long did he hold it for? Not very long. Because he got the fucking shit beat out of him by fucking, not only Nick fucking Gage, but he brings in Steph DeLander. Remember her, Persia Parada from NXT? She comes in, thinks she's hardcore, and she kind of is, but, you know, especially her stuff in Japan. She comes in, and then Nick fucking Gage brings Makito motherfucker! And then they fucking beat the fuck out of Steph DeLander and Matt Cardona, who were dressed up as the Ghostbusters at a show in Atlantic City. Fucked them both up, piece of cutter shot things, and both of them are busted wide open. I mean, Nick Gage bleeds like more than John Moxley. Maki Ito just stands there. Me no bleed, motherfucker! Well, yeah, you're a motherfucker, right? Well, not mine, but, you know, another guy I know. That's it. That's his waifu. Besides Rio. Those are rentals, by the way. They're still on rental. I'm still, I'm still collecting I have to give the paycheck to Mr. Obari-san. Because you did naughty thing. So you have to pay for your sins, sir. No, but you got a couple months left on your suspension, so. I mean, you still have them, but you're pretty much on a leash right now. But I digress on that. I mean, I got my Asians. I don't have to worry about it. But I digress. Anyway, this match was boring. I didn't give a fuck. But in the end, Kaden Carter hits a basement suplex to Natalya, which sets up a assisted spinning splash, which I think used to be the finisher or new finisher for them. Gives Casey the win over Natalya in under 5 minutes, so a 5-minute garbage fest of a match. And then, so they get the win. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars. Chelsea screaming her lungs out. And then she goes on the apron, starts talking smack, and then Casey and Kaden knock on her ass. And then, Piper has to come in, mop up the floor, basically. And then Michael Cole goes, "Hey, wait, go assist Chelsea." Go assist Chelsea, Wade. And then Wade Barrett's like, "No, that's your job, Mikey boy." I'm like, "Oh no, he didn't." I was like, "Damn, shit." He called him Mikey boy. What did he say? Oh, Mike. He didn't say your name. Yeah, but he said Mikey boy. Some people used to call me that in ECW. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, but Wade Barrett called Michael Cole Mikey boy. Yeah, at least he didn't say he was awesome like me. Well, Michael Cole's not that awesome, like you. Wade Barrett's kind of cool too. Yeah, I like Wade. He's cool. Yeah, but you know what really gets my gears, Mr. Joseph? Yeah, what, Mike? Oh, what? I know what gets your goat. That guy from Japan. I hate that guy! Urgh! Mike, calm down. It's late. Calm down. I just hate that guy. I'm gonna put him through a flaming glass table. Because I'm awesome. And he knows it. I know, I know, he knows it. He has nightmares, I heard, of you. Especially when you put them face first with an electric barbed wire. Yeah, I'm surprised he even survived that. Yeah, pretty much. He's lucky his face didn't blow up. Well, that would have been an improvement. Oh, Mike, come on, really? What do you mean? What do you mean? His face looks like a, I don't like his face. He has a punchable face. Yeah, but, be easy, Mike. Come on. You be racist to Japan now?
What do you mean? I'm not racist. I love Japan.
I know. But gotta be easy. God forbid somebody from Japan is watching.
I know, but you're global, Gilmore. I mean, Joseph.
Yeah, I know. I got people in freaking Timbuktu watching my show. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I heard somebody from Iran watched you once.
Yeah. Somebody from India. I get people from India, all over the world watch me. So I'm fucking global because I'm fucking awesome like you. I'm not as awesome as you. But I'm pretty up there.
But you kick ass, Phil. You kick ass, Peter.
I know. I mean, just look at me. Where do you think I get all the chicks?
Yeah, but you only got one chick.
How do you know?
She told me herself.
Wait, you talked to my girl? When?
Never mind. I gotta go. Bye!
The fuck? Mike Awesome talked to my woman? I'm gonna have to have a talk with her. Nobody talks to Mike Awesome but me. Nobody. Anyway, we move on. But yeah, that was funny. That whole thing was funny. Michael Cole getting mad at freaking Chelsea Green. And then freaking Wade Barrett calling him Mikey Boy. Man, I think we might see a 2-on-1 handicap match at WrestleMania. Bayley and Chelsea Green against Michael Cole. Michael Cole would probably love that. You sick fuck. But I digress on that. Let me move on. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And that's it. Alright, after that, we go to a pretty interesting segment. We have Missionary Man Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody! MDK all day, Cody! You bitch! Adrenaline in my soul. Cody Rhodes cuts a boring as fuck promo while the fans come out to see this bum. The crowd is here, they're about to sing. Why is he even going to the ring? Out the curtain lights go off, he sucks. No! So anyway, Cody blows. Cody Rhodes comes out, kind of addressing Shinsuke Nakamura for what he did last week, causing chaos and blowing the red mist in his face. What was I call it? The blood capsule. Or the red Kool-Aid. Who knows? The poison mist. So Cody doesn't even use his catchphrase anymore. You want to talk about anything now, Cody? Because everybody's getting bored of that fucking catchphrase? So, what do you want to talk about? Every goddamn fucking week. Roman is right, Doesn't have to apply to you, apply to Cena. It applies to you too, Cody. It's the same thing. Every single, over and over and over again. It's like missionary position every single night. Ugh. That's how Cody is. It's the same fucking promo. And then he'll get serious for once. Like, okay, I'm not gonna use my catchphrase this time. But I'm gonna come out with the same boring as fuck theme. Fuck Downstate. See, if he came out to something like In This Moment or New Year's Day, then I'll actually maybe like it. At least Rhea Ripley comes out to, she used to come out to New Year's Day. Now she comes out to an even, another one of my favorite bands, that's Chris Motionless and Motionless in White. The same. See, we need more rock and roll metal themes for all these wrestlers in the WWE. Not these generic, boring as fuck themes I don't even give two shits about. That's some schmuck man in his basement. Give me some rock and roll. I know there's copyright and there's royalties and shit. Oh, but yeah, freaking You think Jericho has anything to say about that? Jericho uses his own theme song. Orange Cassidy uses what's her name? Jane from the Misfits. That's not really not copyright. Sometimes Bryan Danielson will use, besides Flight the Valkyrie is the hip-hop version, which is not copyrighted. Sometimes he'll use, Euro's Final Countdown every once in a while. That's not copyrighted now. It used to be, but now it's not. I was like, I'll use it every once in a while, I don't have to get the copyright. I don't have to give Europe freaking royalty checks. Just saying. Pretty much all the themes are, made up. The Bucks theme is made by their dad, I think, or by somebody. Super Kick Party! Punk comes out with Living Color. I wonder how much those royalties are. I mean, he still uses it, He used it. First time he used it was in Ring of Honor, sort of like when 2005, 2006. Then stopped. I don't know why. I guess Kerry Silken couldn't even pay the royalty check bill for that. Man, Ring of Honor has some good themes too back in the day, man. Freaking Steen had a great theme on Settling Differences by Blue Smock Nancy, I think it's called. I forgot the name of the band, but banger theme. Roddy had Killswitch Engage. Well, now he has Killswitch Engage. I think before that he didn't have Killswitch Engage because they weren't around, I think, back then. He has a theme, but I couldn't remember who sang that theme. I have to look that up. But banger theme. I mean, even ECW had some great things way back in the day, AC/DC for Chris Candido. Bam Bam Bigelow, what did Bam Bam have? No, Bam Bam Bigelow had Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. Freaking the franchise, Shane Douglas, had Perfect Strangers by Deep Purple. Tommy Dreamer, Alice in Chains, Man in the Box. The Sandman, freaking Metallica. No wonder Paul Heyman's checks always bounced. Freaking Raven had Even Flow. Then I think he had Even Flow. Then he had Come Out and Play. There was him with Mikey Whipwreck. The Gangsters had, well, not rock and roll, but the Gangsters, Jerome, had Natural Born Killers by Ice Cube and Dr. Drizzy. That's right, motherfucker. I know. Jerome. I mean, there was a lot of great themes in ECW, a lot of good rock and roll themes. And even when they did some of the promos and some of the, not hype videos per se, but, when they would, when you would see it on ECW TV on MSG back in the day, 2 o'clock in the morning, they would play, the intro was freaking a mix of, 9 Inch Nails Closer, and then White Zombie's, Thunder Kiss 65, that was fucking epic. Then sometimes they would use, Taz kind of used a, remix version of War Machine by Kiss. By the way, Kiss is now going virtual, AI version of Kiss. I'm not too fond of that, but, Kiss wants to stay around, but now they're going to be doing, virtual AI stuff. Who wants to go see a concert with that? Not the same. You want to see the live person there, not a freaking digital version, or even a hologram with Tupac, or Michael Jackson. Not even a hologram, they show him on the screen. That doesn't count. It's nice and all, but, you really, some of us want to see Michael Jackson, but, they're dead, so they have to do something to make fans happy. But yeah, Kiss has been around for 50 some odd years. They just finished their last show this past Saturday night, which was a fucking epic concert. I watched it on YouTube. Sad they're gone, but now, I mean, they're not... Technically, they're done, but I'm hearing that they're gonna be doing virtual stuff. This might be some new music. Like, how is that possible? Oh yes, AI. AI is garbage! It is. It's not really the same. It sounds the same, but it's like, you know, you can tell it's AI. That's what everything's gonna become now. Everything's gonna become AI. All the pop stuff's gonna be AI generated shit. God forbid we get a metal besides Kiss. I'm not gonna say anything else about that. I think it's stupid. I think there shouldn't be no more Kiss at all. If Kiss wants to sell more records, then remix some of the albums, remaster it. You know, put out 6,000 box sets. Don't give me no freaking... I have to go buy a $1,000 ticket to go see Kiss, and it's not even Kiss. Come on now. It's like Motley Crue doing the same fucking shit. If you want to retire, good. Don't, and then you just say, this is it. We're not going to tour no more. We're not going to do this and that, even though half of the time it doesn't work. Motley Crue. But if you really want to finish your career, then stop. No more. You're done? You're done. No, none of this, we're thinking of coming back, we got the itch. But if you're really done, then stop. But then all these like, oh, I wish they would come back one more time. Then like they get bombarded by fans like, please come back. And then people like they're in the 80s and 90s are like, oh, I gotta come back. I mean, I heard Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee of Rush might be working together again with some possible new music, even though, you know, Neil Peart, not Pert, Peart. I mean, one of the greatest drummers, one of the greatest drummers of all time next to Keith Moon, of course, and John Bonham. You know, you can't replace Neil Peart. I mean, it'll still be Rush, it'll still be Geddy and Alex Lifeson, but still. Who are you gonna replace? The Bang Those Skins? I mean, all those great songs, the drum rolls and everything, all that drum fills and everything that Neil Peart used to do. You can't do that. It's like having freaking, you can't replace Dimebag. And Pantera's doing it with Zach, I mean. And they're supposed to come out, I'm hearing a new album coming out. Why? Because they want to give the fans what they want. It's not the same, you know, I mean, really, freaking Zach can't hit those high-pitched squeals that Dimebag has, throw the whammy bar back. Even if he tried, he can't do it. Nothing bad about Zach Wild, you know? Zach's got his own problems with his own band. But he's just, you know, he loves Dimebag like a fucking brother. He's, you know, paying homage to, you know, to Dimebag. Charlie Bonani of Anthrax, you know, thinks he's Vinnie Paul. Get your pull, and he's not. And then Rex Brown and Phil Anselmo are the only original members of the band, but they're still playing like they're Pantera. They're still kicking ass. You know, but some people just don't like it. They're like, oh, we want Dimebag. Can't have him, he's dead. It's like freaking when Eddie Van Halen died, you think Van Halen would have continued? No. They can't. Nobody can replace Eddie Van Halen. I don't care who you are. Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, any freaking guitar virtuoso. They can't replace Eddie. But, you know, Sammy went on the Howard Stern show with basically Chicken Foot. Well, 3 parts of Chicken Foot. And Sammy Hagar in the Circle. Basically, Sammy, Michael Anthony, Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son, plays a mean freaking... He slays that drum kit. And they're going on tour, and they're playing basically Van Halen tunes from classic Van Halen, even Van Hagar stuff. And then we're like, well, who's gonna be on the guitar? Is it gonna be the actual guy that was in Chickenfoot and plays with Sammy and Michael Anthony? No, didn't get him. They say, well, you're gonna sit out this tour, and they get Joe Satriani. It's not bad, but he's no Vandy Van Halen. I would have been okay if they go on tour. Not they can't call themselves Van Halen, of course, but they go on tour. Sammy invited David Lee Roth to come on tour and sing some songs. David Lee Roth's like, no, I don't know. Blah, 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 I don't think so. I don't understand why David Lee Roth still has a hatred with Sammy Hagar. Just because he replaced him, because, David Lee Roth back in the day, besides him being a mega sex god to the ladies and everything, he was just like, woohoo! But even when he came back, when the reunion tour, like when they were on MTV for that little reunion for the stupid box set, not the box set, the Greatest Hits, Volume 1. They do have Volume 2 out now, finally. I have to get that. Yeah, they did that whole thing, and Dave was like doing these weird things, and freaking Eddie in the interview said he was gonna punch him in the fucking dick. That didn't go away that fast. And then, pretty much Van Halen, I think, I don't know what happened after that. They never did an album all the way, for years. They finally came out with that stupid boring fuck album with New Tattoo on it. I forgot the name of the album actually, but that album bombed. And then after that, I thought there would be an actual maybe Van Halen 4. Never came to be. They came back where he did some reunion shows around the Grammys. Playing basically old school Van Halen shit. And then they wanted Jimmy Kimmel, and freaking David Lee Roth broke his nose. And then they were doing all that shit, and then next thing you know, Eddie's dead. So pretty much any type of Van Halen shows or reunion or a possible new album were gone. And pretty much you want to hear Van Halen? I mean, sometimes Wolfgang Van Halen will play a couple of, classic Van Halen tunes during his set. Maybe David Lee Roth, solo might play a little Van Halen here and there, but, it's not the same. And now Sammy, Michael Anthony, Jason Bonham, and Joe Satriani going on tour, playing old school Van Halen, from Van Halen 1 and up to 1984, and then they're playing, some Van Hagar stuff, so they'll play, Best of Both Worlds, and, some weird stuff, and then, freaking Joe Satriani, Howard Stern asked him, what's the hardest Eddie Van Halen riff that you can play? He can't even play Mean Streets. I'm really now? You're Joe Satriani? And you're telling me you can't play the intro to Mean Streets? No, boom, 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 it's playing, boom, 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 boom. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You can't do that? You're Joe Satriani? A guitar virtuoso? Somebody call Steve Vai up. I would have been better off with Steve Vai than Joe Satriani. No offense, but still, I would have been better. It would have been way better with Steve Vai. But I think Steve Vai's doing, I don't know what he's doing. Although his freaking ridiculous guitar thingamajigs. He's a guitar here, guitar here, guitar here, guitar here, guitar here. It's a six neck guitar. I'm how do you play that? I mean, the one he has now is creepy as fuck. He has a bass, he has an actual guitar, and then he has a synthesizer. That's something. And Steve Vai's a legend, man. His solo stuff is ridiculously good. He played with David Lee Roth on 2 albums, Crazy from the Heat and Skyscraper, I think the album was. With Just Like Paradise and Yankee Rose and all that good stuff. Then he played for 1 album with Whitesnake, and everybody hated that. That album bombed with him. I'm wow. And he only had one hit with Whitesnake, and that's Fool for Your Lovin', that's it. When everybody hated it. I actually like that song. The videos could be, could have been a little bit better, but, we still had Tawny Katane in it. That hot piece of ish. Still. But it was like, oh, fuck, this sucks. Steve Vai's in it. What the fuck is he bringing to the fucking group? Oh, you must have not seen him live with them. I thought it was pretty good. I've seen a couple of videos with him in Whitesnake doing that 1990, I think it was late 80s, early 90s album. Playing old school Whitesnake from like the 86 with Here I Go Again and Still the Night, stuff like that. He was playing the fuck out of it. Damn, I wish I had it. Oh, I do have a drink. Get it. It's piss. No, it's Gatorade. Gatorade is thirst aid for that deep down body thirst. Product placement. Anyway. But yeah. Some of these wrestling themes, like the theme for Raw needs to change, SmackDown needs to change. We needed to bring back some fucking Nickelback, some Papa Roach, even bring back, give me some metal, goddammit. Bring back, I want NXT to go back to fucking Slipknot. That was some good shit back in the day. That was not even the 2.0 era. It was getting close to it, but they had Slipknot All Out Life, and it was just a banger every time you heard it. It was like, yeah! NXT, motherfuckers! Yes! And then they changed to 2.0. Down South Slang! Yeah. Fuck this fucking theme. I don't even know what the theme is now for NXT. I think it's the same fucking bullshit. It needs to change. If you're going on a new network like the CW, can we please get something good that hypes us to watch the goddamn shows? I mean, Dynamite doesn't have a really great theme song. Hey, Dynamite! Rampage is just garbage. Collision with Elton John. I got nothing bad to say about Elton John, the legend that he is. I mean, it's Saturday night. It's time for fighting. I mean, what else could you put in? What else would you use for Saturday night? Were you going to use the Bay City Rollers? Da-da-da-da, Saturday night. Saturday night. I mean, yeah, that's showing my age, the Bay City Rollers. Oh, shit. Yeah, but Elton John's not, I don't think there's any other song for Saturday night. How about Rampage using, you know what Rampage should use? I know some people are gonna be really mad at me for this, but I don't give a shit. How about Rampage? Rampage starts and you hear, Last Friday night! Now Katy Perry comes out singing Last Friday Night. We're jumping over, boys! Then we had a menage a trois! Last Friday night! And we're getting ready for Rampage. I'm like, wait a minute, what? We're talking about menage a trois and we're going into wrestling. Well, then again, you could use Rebecca Black. Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Ridiculous. That would be funny as fuck, though, but never ever will happen. But, yeah. The only time we'll get metal is for, like, oh, the theme song for Elimination Chamber. We'll get, Korn's new release or some shit. I mean, yeah, we did get New Year's Day for Halloween Havoc because, New Year's Day's evil, And then we got, Ozzy, well, it's not Ozzy, Black Sabbath with War Pigs, just for War Games, that suits itself, but, we need more rock themes, not the official theme song for WrestleMania, this shit like that. We need an official theme song for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I'm just saying, we need some rock back, man. And Hunter, you pretty much halfway own the company. I mean, give me what I want, Hunter. Give me what I want! Give me some goddamn rock and roll theme songs. This hip hoppy bullshit is getting on my nerves. I want rock and roll theme songs, goddammit. I don't want to have to go to an indie show to listen to some of them. I don't. I mean, it's good and all, but, I want to hear some main roster NXT heavy metal good stuff. Good crunchy cookie stuff. I want to hear somebody come out to Lamb of God, or even Gojira, or even in this moment. Why not? That's what I would do. If I was a wrestler in WWE or AEW or even Japan, I would come out to In This Moment and I wouldn't give a fuck about the royalties. I don't care. I'll go to In This Moment's management and say, you better tell them to play my fucking theme song. Or make a theme song for me. They do it in a heartbeat. Oh, just use Daddy's Fallen Angel, which was my EFED theme song, so I'm like, pfft. And then, God forbid, I was like, hey, I'm doing this big event for AEW. I'm gonna be in London. I want to come out with my theme song. Can you guys come out and just for one time only do fucking Daddy's Fallen Angel and don't mess it up. Don't come out, all these weird. I have to talk to Maria. It's like, can you not come out in a big, freaking long as fuck gown? Can you go back to being a baby doll dress, please? One night. Maybe they'll change the band back to what they used to be. And that's nothing bad about In This Moment. I love In This Moment. But, some of the things that Maria does is just... I'm like, and then when you go see them, they'll do some songs from the new album, and then maybe a couple songs from Blood. Usually it's either Burn, Adrenalize, and Horror. And Blood, of course, too. That's really 4 songs from Blood. Really nothing from Ritual. Sometimes, maybe not. And then, from the last album, Mother, they'll play In Between. Sometimes they'll play As Above, So Below. But that was on the last tour, but now they're on the God Mode tour, and they're pretty much playing God Mode. They're playing a couple songs from God Mode. They're playing The Purge. They're doing Sanctify Me. They did Sacrifice a couple times. Now they did Army of Me to cover Bjork on some shows. I want to hear a couple other ones. I thought we were gonna get Maria and Spencer from Ice Nine Kills with Damaged. Nope, not at all. I was surprised. I was very surprised they didn't put that in the set. They're on the same tour. Can you, maybe one night you sing Damage with Spencer? Come on now. And then they add a 9 Inch Nails cover. Maria just comes out looking great. And she's singing, what's the name of the song? Something that I never had, or something like that. Not that Ozzy version, but that's a different song by Ozzy, different riff. But I want fucking rock and roll theme songs for some of the ladies, some of the guys. It doesn't have to be everybody, certain people, want hip-hop. Bianca can come out to WAP. I don't give a shit. People like Liv Morgan can come out to something rockish or punkish. Raquel Rodriguez can come out to, like, Selena. I don't know. Or maybe some reggaeton like Daddy Yankee. Or maybe Bad Bunny comes out to his own theme song. So, circle. Sorry, Issa, I'm sorry. She's gonna kick my ass now. By the way, I hope you feel better, Issa. She's been, like, under the weather, feeling like death. Might be back tomorrow for her NXT watch along, but then again, I'd rather take the week off and get better. Come back next week, but feel better, Mommy Issa. But I'm not myself either, But I still give it at least 110%, even if I'm sick like a dog. But there's some nights that I'm either tired as fuck, I have a humongous headache, I'm throwing up the mushroom barley soup, or, fall asleep. But it's 3:48 now. I'm about to go to sleep myself now because I got work tomorrow. But I've been talking for like I don't know how long about music, but like I said, my show, my rules. I can talk about whatever I want for how long I want. You don't like it? Then shut up and get out of here. But you'll still watch every single minute of it. And it is what it is. Alright, enough about that. Alright, so anyway, Cody comes out. Doesn't even use his catchphrase, thank the Lord. Then goes into story time with Cody Rhodes, baby. By the way, I finally got back on Adam Cole's Twitch today. Didn't watch a lot of it. He was playing Super Mario RPG Remake. I didn't even know they even remade it on the Switch. That was a good game back in the day. The SNES version of Super Mario RPG. That was good shit. And the graphics for the new version are pretty damn good. I think it has new levels or better graphics. I don't know about new levels or anything like that. They should really remake Lost Levels. Just saying, a certain guy doesn't want to play that game anymore, right? Right? You know who you are. But I digress. You love that game! Anyway, we move on. So he goes through the story about the first time he ever saw the poison mist by the Great Muta. He's like, now I finally experienced it firsthand last week from Shinsuke. So, he says, Shinsuke, now you have my attention. So, why don't you come out here and explain yourself, or we can fight right now. So then the lights go out. I thought the House of Black was going to come out. That'd be funny. But the lights go out, a spotlight hits like last week. And then Shinsuke pops on the screen, does another epic Japanese promo. Basically, this one, he says, we are part of the same story. I didn't get to finish my story. He won the Royal Rumble in 2016, lost to AJ in the main event of WrestleMania. Cody wins the Royal Rumble last year, loses to Roman by chicanery, with, the Bloodline helping him out. And pretty much Shinsuke lost clean. But, blah, 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 blah. So, it's like, he's like, we're not, we're the same. We want to finish our stories, this and that. So, basically, he's like, Cody, you're trying to get back to the main event of WrestleMania, I hope and pray not. Against Roman, that'll be bad. But anyway, Cody's trying to get back there. Shinsuke wants to take the story out of his hands and pretty much says, I'm going to finish my story, I'm going to end yours. I'm like, please do. Please! But we all know Shinsuke's going to lose. The fucking Cody. God damn it. God damn it if we get Cody versus Roman 2 at WrestleMania for the second goddamn year in a row. And Cody's finally the one, he's like, oh, we're going to do it a year later. We're going to beat Roman again this time. No, you're not. You are not the chosen one. I'm sorry to say. And it's not CM stupid Punk. Nobody is the chosen one. Not Cody, not Punk, nobody. Roman is going to break Bruno Sammartino's record. Or die trying. Pretty much, I think he's at 1,200 days. I don't even know. I think that we lost count. Because we haven't seen Roman, and we're not going to see him until next week. So, pretty much he's around the 1,200 day mark, at least, by now. Or close to it. He's close to it, or he's over it right now. But by the time he hits WrestleMania, he's got to get close to pretty much 1,300. Which is a little bit further away from Hogan's 1,474. But I don't know. But I don't want to see Cody and Roman again. I don't. We're most likely getting Punk. We're getting Punk and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, even though it doesn't need to be for the World Championship at WrestleMania. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. And as far as Roman goes, I'd rather him face AJ Styles when he comes back. Maybe he can run it back with LA Knight at WrestleMania, but then, if he loses at WrestleMania, everybody's gonna get pissed. Who cares? Who cares? Or, God forbid, Walter wins the Royal Rumble, doesn't have to go after Seth, he goes after Roman. You get Roman versus Walter, and that'd be a good match for night 2. But knowing how WWE is right now, logically, definitely getting Seth and Punk for the belt, and maybe Cody versus Roman 2. Because Cody will not win the Rumble. I think Randy Orton will win the Rumble. Well, he can't win the Rumble now because he's probably going to have a match at the Rumble. So the only way Randy can win is if he wins the Rumble, gets a rematch with Roman at Mania, but he won't win again. So, I mean, what do? Do you do Randy versus Roman 2 at Mania? In probably, a no disqualification match, which will be easily Roman's match? Or do you do Roman and Cody 2? Or do you do something new? I would do something new. Or just have Randy and Roman 2 at Mania. With some type of stipulation. Maybe a cage. Maybe Hell in a Cell. Who knows? Maybe just a street fight. And then, pretty much by the summertime, we'll see Punk and Roman. Maybe Punk wins Money in the Bank. I would not like to see that, but I mean, we'll have to see. It depends on who wins the Money in the Bank. I think. Well, since it was Poppy Priest, he was on Raw. Somebody from SmackDown is gonna win. Gonna win Money in the Bank, whether it be Orton, maybe Montez Ford. I don't know, but anybody that's not named Randy Orton, or maybe Solo or Jimmy wins the Money in the Bank. Then like, oh, let's go after Roman. Bad idea. Bad idea. Because Roman knows if somebody from SmackDown wins that briefcase, he's gonna have eyes in the back of his head anyway. He has to be ready, and he'll be ready. It can't be Punk because Punk's going on Raw. So, but then again, it's Money in the Bank. So any champion. So we could see Punk cashing in on Roman, or just cashing in and we have a match like at SummerSlam. Punk versus Roman at SummerSlam, and Punk gets smashed to bits. But then again, before that time, maybe they turn Roman face. Punk is heel with Paul Heyman, the Wise Man, who won't be the Wise Man anymore. It would just be Paul Heyman. And Roman's basically on his own island. He probably won't have Solo. Probably won't have Jimmy. He definitely won't have Jay, unless they turn heel. I mean, Jay has to turn heel. Jimmy stays the same. Solo stays the same. But then again, I would really branch out Solo and Jimmy and Jay. Let them be single stars for a while. Then maybe bring them back. But even if Roman, let's say this. If Roman lost to Punk, let's just say that, because, everybody would riot. Punk will get it right back. Sorry, Roman will get it right back and can continue his reign. But the thing is, he won't, if he goes like another 1,000 days, like 1,500 more days, and he breaks Bruno's record, but not straight, he breaks it cumulatively. It don't make sense, but still, I'd rather him do it straight. Just go 8 years. Nobody can beat the guy, and then finally Roman either retires or he just says, you know what? He retires with the belt, drops the belt. He doesn't have to drop the belt. He can win at either WrestleMania or it's like a SummerSlam. Then the next Raw or SmackDown he does, he's like, you know what? I'm done. I beat everybody. It's been 8 years. Nobody can beat me. Drop the belt. I'm done. done. I'm retired. I'm gonna sit back, relax, and be on the island of relevancy with my hot wife, and just not do missionary position. We just sit down. I'm done. I don't need this belt anymore. That's what I would do. If I was Roman, and I had like a mega reign that lasted 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I'm like, I don't need this belt anymore. I'm done, man. Nobody can beat me. I'm like, the only person that can beat me is myself. And I'm like, there's nobody left. I don't care if you're from NXT, you're from Raw, you're from SmackDown, you're from another company, another country. I don't care who you are. You're gonna get smashed, you're gonna get stacked, you're gonna get pinned. There's nobody that can beat me. So I'm here, and I'm gonna, just drops the belt in the middle of the ring. It's like, I'm done. I'm done. I quit. And he won't quit. He's like, I'm done. I'm retiring. I am officially retiring as the longest reigning Universal Champion in history. Nobody's gonna beat my record. And if somebody even tries, he'll come back and whip his ass. But right now, I don't see anybody beating Roman's record right now at 1,200 or 1,100, 1,200 days or whatever. Whenever he finishes that, nobody will even come close to it. And Walter's record, if he's like almost getting close to 600 days, I doubt anybody beats that. And with any other belt that's in WWE that's been going for a long time, I don't think anybody beats that record and those records. But Roman's never gonna lose that belt. At this rate, I don't think he should. He should go through Mania, beat Cody, beat whoever, and then you worry about, can he beat CM Punk? And then the eventual turn of Paul Heyman, the eventual turn of Solo and Jimmy again. And Roman's just by himself, and then he turns face and just becomes a monster face. He's like, fuck all these guys, run laps around the divisions again. He doesn't even have to be on Raw, he just does what he wants. And I know people are going to get mad about it, and I don't give a shit. But you're still going to watch the product whether Roman's the champ or not. Oh, finally he lost, now WWE's going to be good again. No, it won't. Even if they bring in like a guy like Wardlow, or, that would be good. I would like to see Roman and Wardlow beat the fuck out of each other at a WrestleMania. It's not going to be someone like Ricky Starks. Or they bring in anybody from AEW or Japan. Even if Okada came, he would never beat Roman. Roman wouldn't even pass the torch. Freaking Okada's like 40. And Roman's getting, he's in his 30s right now. He's in his prime right now. Okada's way past his prime. Way past it. But, where's he going to go? People think he's going to WWE, possibly, if Hunter can snatch him away from Tony Khan. Or Hunter does what he did to, Edge. He says, hey, you can go to AEW. Go ahead, why not? The same thing he did with Will Ospreay. He had Ospreay in the palm of his hand. He's like, you know what, we don't... Tony Khan had a better offer. I thought maybe Hunter would have countered that offer, and Ocean Spray would have been debuting at the Rumble. Nope. Tony Khan swooped in and said, I'm taking him. And in turn, Hunter's like, alright, you get Ospreay, we get Punk. Checkmate. But then Tony Khan's like, you can call it checkmate, but guess what? I got Okada now. And Okada really can go to AEW because, all he has to do is wrestle twice a week. Pretty much twice, maybe 3 times if it's a pay-per-view. He can appear on Dynamite. He can appear on Collision. At Rampage, I don't want him on Rampage. At all. Or even Battle of the Belts. Don't want him there. Just let him do Dynamite and Collision. Shoot. And a pay-per-view. And then the rest of the week he goes back to Japan to be with his family. That's all he wants. He doesn't want to, leave Japan and then, he doesn't want to leave his family in Japan and travel 350 days a year and barely you will see him. Because a guy like Okada, everybody wants to see him. Even at house shows. You don't think Okada's going to do that schedule? Probably not. Jade Cargill, probably the same thing. But she's going to be doing that type of schedule, which I don't know if it's going to be good for her. I mean, we'll have to see, but, if Hunter can get Okada, forget it. Tony Khan is done. He's really done. His company's, he'll still be around, but I really don't think Okada's going to WWE. Because, Tony Khan and New Japan have a great freaking friendship, I think. And I think, it would be bad for New Japan to lose a guy like... They already lost Ospreay, they lost Jay White, they lost Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis at Aussie Open. Now they're going to lose Okada. Probably be losing Tanahashi soon because he's old as fuck. Same thing I think with Ishii. And all those guys have been there for so long. Really, Tanahashi and Ishii. And, that's it. Tanahashi goes. I doubt if his contract with New Japan is up anytime soon, but even if he does say, you know what, I might want to go to WWE. I mean, Ibushi's now in AEW, not full-time, but he's on the roster. I mean, as long as Tony Khan uses him, which he probably will with Kenny, when, I don't know what's going to happen with Jericho and Kenny. Probably after they finish with the Don Callis family, they might go their separate ways. Or after they win the tag team belts, maybe Jericho turns back to heel, or Kenny turns heel. I think Kenny turns heel. And then they lose the belts, and then Kenny reforms the Golden Lovers with Ibushi after his feud with Jericho. People are saying, Okada's going to go to AEW, he's going to be lost in the shuffle. Probably not. I doubt it. But, man, I would, if Okada comes to freaking AEW, there's going to be Okada, Bryan Danielson 3. At least 3, maybe 4. But I think pretty much after Wrestle Kingdom, Okada's contract is done. Where does he go? At least in February? I don't know. Does he come to AEW? Does he come to AEW and make his in-ring debut? I mean, full-time for AEW at Revolution? Or do they wait till Double or Nothing? Or does Hunter get him, and then he debuts at Mania? Or maybe he's at the Elimination Chamber. I doubt that, but you never know. I mean, his contract will end, and he can just come from Japan, go all the way down to Australia, and then have like an epic freaking thing. Maybe they have a mystery opponent in the Elimination Chamber match, and then they wait, or like 5 men in a ring. Or if it's a 5-man chamber, or maybe a 6-man chamber, maybe that 5th or 6th guy is Okada. Like everybody's like, who's going to be the 6th man? We don't know. They don't even tease anything. And then next thing you know, you hear Okada's theme. Everybody's like, what the fuck? It's Okada! Okada comes out, beats the fuck out of everybody in the chamber, gets the win, he faces Roman at Mania. But then we all know what happens. Even the mighty Okada cannot beat Roman. Nope. Not no way. Not no how. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will beat Roman. I don't care. It's not Cody. I don't want it to be Cody. I don't want it to be Punk. I want it to be somebody new. Not going to be AJ. Not going to be Killer Cross. Not going to be anybody like that. Maybe Walter. Maybe Solo. But maybe a guy like Braun Breaker. Doubtful guy like Mello. Maybe Ilya Dragunov, but, anybody else, I don't see. I don't see it. Roman could just go run laps. He already ran laps around most of the SmackDown roster now. And all the people that are coming up now to the SmackDown roster, even Randy. Randy's going to get smashed at the Rumble. That's pretty much a given. Whether it be, one of Roman's, famous clusterfuck specials, or he beats Randy clean, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt that. But, it's I would dare to go do LA Knight Roman 2, whether it be at Mania. I wouldn't do it at Mania though, because, do you really want to have the crowd in Philly riot? Whether it be Roman losing, well, Roman losing, they'll freaking go nuts. But, because it's Eli Drake. But, if Eli loses again at like a big event like Mania, forget it. His momentum and his star power goes gone. It is gone. What I would do is have Eli go after the U.S. title, beat that bitch Logan Paul to bits. Send him back to wherever KV came from. So that's what I think is going to happen after Kevin Owens wins the U.S. title tournament, even though he might not be in the tournament anymore because it was his broken hand. So I don't know. They could still do. Eli could somehow win title match, or he challenges Logan Paul at well, I think Eli's in the tournament, I think. I don't know if he is or not, but if he's not, he probably will be getting the next shot at Logan Paul for the U.S. title, and he will win. I hope at Mania. I really hope it's Mania. He wins the U.S. title. He's not going to win the world title, the Universal title, but I would say he's going to win the U.S. title, go on a nice long run with it. Who does he lose to? I have no idea. It may be Theory, maybe Grayson, but or some other guy. So, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, let's go back to Cody and Shinsuke before, we got still got a lot of show to go, but I want to get it done quick. That's it. Anyway, so Shinsuke's like, I'm going to finish my story and I'm going to finish you. So they go back to Cody, the lights come back on. Cody says, we aren't the same, but I welcome you to prove it, Shinsuke. So next week on the program, we got Cody and Shinsuke. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Maybe Shinsuke wins and then goes to the Rumble, wins the Rumble, loses to Roman. I mean, he's already lost to Roman already, so why not do it again? I mean, Shinsuke needs to win that belt. He needs to win a world title before he retires. It's not going to be against Roman. He should have beat Seth Rollins. He should have. But did WWE do that? No. They had so many chances to make him a world champion. Not NXT world champ, because that really doesn't count. I'm talking world champion or universal champion. They had so many opportunities to do it. 2016 at the WrestleMania, they should have gave him the belt at WrestleMania, then do that stupid, boring, nutshot feud. That should have ended at SummerSlam. Have Shinsuke win, go all the way from basically April to August, have Shinsuke hold the belt for 3 months, and then lose the belt back to AJ, or maybe to somebody else, like Roman or somebody else, but did they do that? No. And every time even Shinsuke got a world title shot, he lost. I don't understand why Hunter and Nick Khan or even Vincent Kennedy McMahon at the time didn't pull the trigger with Shinsuke. It would have been a massive pop. Maybe the ratings would have sucked with him as the face of the company, but still. Do the same thing with Asuka. They did the same thing. Should have won the Rumble. I mean, she won the Rumble in 2016, same year, which is WrestleMania 32. And what happens? Her undefeated streak goes bye-bye. She loses to a bitch like Horseface Charlotte Flair. And then, down the drain she went. And then she has a little ups and downs. She wins the title. Then she wins the Raw title, wins the SmackDown title. Then in between, Kyrie comes in. They win the women's titles a couple of times. Then, in between that, she wins the Raw women's title, the SmackDown women's title, wins Money in the Bank, basically gets handed the Raw title during the pandemic era because Becky got preggy. And then eventually, I think she lost it, she lost it to Charlotte, or I forgot who she lost it to, but, and then, after that, she kind of changes her look, wins the SmackDown women's, I think it was the SmackDown women's title. She holds it for a little bit, then lost the belt to Bianca, who then lost it to Io, and then finally they had Io versus Asuka for the title, and Asuka doesn't win because, because Io was just becoming a new champ, starting a run and everything. But, I would love to see Io and Asuka again, but now it's probably not happening unless the Black Lotus Triad breaks up, which probably won't be anytime soon because they're just about to start. Because pretty much they're gonna kick out Bayley, if not Friday, probably before the Royal Rumble. Then we see Io versus Bayley for the women's title, and Bayley will not win because Kyrie and Asuka will help out. I don't know about Dakota Kai, so we'll have to see about that. But I think after Io beats Bayley, and then they have like a 3-on-1 beat down on Bayley, maybe Sasha comes back, because everybody's gonna be like, "Where's Sasha? Where's Sasha?" Nobody comes out. That'd be funny. But I would think Sasha might come back at the Rumble to help out Bayley. Then still pretty much a 3-on-2, but then you could probably add in Charlotte and make it, 3/4 of the 4 horsewomen against the Black Lotus Triad, so we have 6-man tag team matches. And then maybe in between, one of them gets a title shot against Io. One of them is probably going to win, probably be Sasha. And then it kind of goes back and forth. Maybe Sasha will face Kyrie. Kyrie will win the belt. Then Kyrie loses to maybe Bayley or Bianca, whoever on SmackDown. And they get the belt. It's like a hot potato. Then Asuka will get the belt again. And then eventually the Black Lotus Triad will probably turn on each other. Then we'll see more epic fucking Japanese promos from Kyrie and Io going at it. Not the first time. Kyrie and Asuka will go at it. Kyrie and Asuka will go at it. Not the first time. Asuka and Io will go at it. Not the first time. I mean, we see so many matches with Io, Kyrie, and Asuka. Sorry, my allergies are really killing me right now. But, we'll have to see what happens with that. Alright, so, next week, Shinsuke versus Cody. We'll have to see what happens with that. I think Cody will win by disqualification. I don't know, I really I doubt Shinsuke will win straight up, but I doubt it. Move on from that. Alright, now we're gonna kind of summarize a little bit. I'm not gonna go through everything. After that, we get a recap of Sami Zayn's ankle injury and Drew basically breaking his leg and ankle. So that's it. So then we go to we see Adam Pearce in I think it was it it was his office. Jey Uso comes in, asking Adam Pearce, "You have an update on Sami Zayn?" Pearce is like, he's being taken to a medical facility. I don't have an update on it. Blah, blah, blah. So, Jay is all fired up for his world title shot with Seth. So he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get out of here now." And then as he leaves, Walter comes in. Was that timing or what? Walter comes in and talks to Adam Pearce, and Pearce is like, "Oh, I got some ideas." "Oh, you have ideas?" "I'm interested." So everybody's like on Twitter was like, "Ooh, how about Jey Uso versus Walter for the Intercontinental title?" Not that he's gonna win. You never know, but That'd be something new. Walter versus Walter chops the living soul out of Jey Uso. I mean, you gotta give Walter something at the Rumble, at least, if he's not, or before the Rumble, because he's gotta be in the Rumble, probably win it, possibly win it, but I think it's gonna be Punk anyway. That sucks. So Punk will finally get his WrestleMania match with Seth, most likely. But then we'll see what happens. And then, Roman's got nobody to face, so they're gonna have a elimination chamber match to see who becomes the number one contender for his belt. And Cody will be in it, probably Solo, maybe Jimmy, maybe Jay, and then maybe either Eli Drake will be in it, maybe AJ when he comes back will be in the chamber. So it's gonna be at least 6 men, or Roman defends the belt in the elimination chamber. We haven't seen that yet. I mean, if Nick Aldis, really wants to fuck with people, especially us Roman Reigns fans. If he really wants to fuck Roman's world up, I would say, like, okay, Roman, you think you run things here. This is my show. I run this ship now. Blah blah blah. He's like, you're gonna defend the belt against five other guys in the elimination chamber. See if you win that. You're not gonna get Solo and Jimmy or even a wise man to help you there. But then again, Roman's gotta get pissed, but then in reality, Roman can just beat 5 guys in a cage and you don't have to worry about it. He can come out last. He probably will come out last, but then Nick Aldis being a dumb prick was like, oh, you gotta start first. And then by the time the last guy comes in, whether it be Cody or whoever, Roman's gonna be like mad tired. He's gonna be hurt and everything. Like Cody comes in, picks up the scraps, beats him for the title, and that's how the streak ends. No, I doubt that happens. But it would be nice to see maybe Roman defend the belt in the Elimination Chamber. I mean, when was the last time I don't even remember the last time a world title was defended in the Elimination Chamber. Because I think the last couple of years has pretty much been a number one contenders match. I have to look back on that. It might be 2019, 2020. I think, but maybe earlier than that. Who knows? But I want to see either Roman defending the belt inside the Elimination Chamber, or Seth Rollins if he holds on to the belt at the Rumble. But then again, they could do Punk and Seth at the Rumble, which I think might be a bad idea. So if they do that at the Rumble, then is the winner of the Rumble, unless Punk is doing double duty and enters the Rumble, then he wins, and then he's like, oh, I won the title. He's like, Seth beats Punk. Punk in turn goes in the Royal Rumble, wins the Royal Rumble, then he gets a rematch with Seth at Mania, wins the title. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Or, like I said, Punk wins the title at the Rumble, then he has his main event match with, maybe Seth wins the Elimination Chamber, gets the rematch at Mania for the belt. And then you're like, okay, now who's going to win the Rumble? Walter, Solo, Randy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the storyline right now, I think it's going towards that Punk will win the Rumble, go on to face Seth at Mania, night 1, win the belt, hold on for it for pretty much a long time, unless, he holds on to it for a long time. I don't think he's going to go another, one of those 434 things. I think he'll hold it for, at least 4 to 6 months. Maybe more, who knows. But, and then the Rumble winner, which will be Punk, will go after Seth, and then probably Cody at this rate. They're probably going to go with Cody to win the Elimination Chamber, face Roman again, which nobody really wants to see back-to-back matches. I'm getting sick of that. Back-to-back Manias, we get the same fucking match. But this time, Cody's gonna win. I mean, that's up to Roman, because really Triple H is kind of heading Roman's all these plans for Roman right now. So if they do have Cody win the belt at Mania, that's probably a Triple H decision and maybe a Roman decision, and maybe a Paul Heyman decision too, because I think they all are working with this storyline. And pretty much, yeah, the Bloodline storyline is kind of getting stale right now. But I think now that Randy's on SmackDown, it's going to pick up a little bit with Jay and Solo coming in and, you know, getting the fucking shit bit out of him, and Roman has to come in and pick up the pieces. And then Roman versus Randy at the Rumble. Roman wins with help from Solo and Jimmy, or possibly the Wise Man, who knows? Or maybe somebody else joins the Bloodline. That would be something. I mean, because it is getting stale. I mean, there was talks about Jacob Fatu coming in. I doubt that now. They were thinking about maybe Naomi joining the group as the first female member of the Bloodline. That definitely is not happening. So, I mean, if you really want to make the Bloodline storyline get more steam, besides having Randy in it, how about having somebody new in the group? I mean, it's just Roman and Solo and Jimmy, and it looks stale. It's stale. But, I mean, if they're going with the storyline, that probably will be that Solo will eventually turn on Roman, and Jimmy will just go to Raw to be with his brother Jay, go back after the tag team belts, and then Roman's by himself by Mania, or Roman and the Wise Man are just going on by themselves, and then, you know, Paul knows that Punk is there. Punk wins the world title and then somehow loses it, and then Punk's like, oh, we're going to go for Roman's belt, and then Paul, in turn, will turn on the Tribal Chief, and everybody will be pissed, but we'll see it coming. Punk goes back with Paul. Roman turns face, which doesn't matter. Roman will still get cheered as a face or a heel. It doesn't matter. Punk will be just like bombarded with boos because he sucks. But I don't know how it's going to turn out. The whole Bloodline storyline, the whole Roman streak. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I hope it doesn't end with Cody or with Punk. I'd rather have Roman go full 4 years, then you talk about maybe finally ending the streak. Or does he go through WrestleMania 41 as the champ? Looks that way. There were reports that he's going to hold the belt till WrestleMania 41, which is 2025, which will be getting close to, you know, he will have 3 more years to break Bruno Sammartino's record. But, you know, now, if he goes 5 years, everybody in the locker room like, when is he going to lose the title? This is getting pathetic. And the fans are like revolting. When is he going to lose? This is dumb. He'll lose it when he wants to lose it. Okay? That's the day that Roman loses the belt. That'll be his decision. If he's gonna talk to Paul Levesque, Triple H, and maybe Nick Khan, and most likely Paul Heyman, and whoever, probably they'll be in a room like, all right, you know what? Let's go with Cody. Let's go with Punk. Let's go with, you know, some schmuck off the street. You know, Roman's had so much time off. He's only had like, I don't even know how many matches total in 2023. He's probably had the same amount in 2024, with or without the belt. You know, Roman is just pretty much, I hate saying this, I know a lot of people like Issa might get mad at me about it. I'm sorry. Roman's basically a part-timer. Whether you like it or not, he's a part-timer. I mean, if Jack Tunney was alive today, we're like, oh, we gotta get the 30-day rule. There is no 30-day rule now. Nobody defends the belt every 30 days. I don't care who you are. Because every time you see you put on Raw, you put on SmackDown, you put on NXT, they're defending that belt maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, maybe every month here and there, but still, maybe 2 months. With Roman, it's like every 6 months. The big shows, really. But, I mean, it is what it is. So we see that. Alright, so Walter comes in, talks to Adam Pearce right after Jay left, so we could get Jay versus Walter for the IC belt. I just don't see Jay even winning that belt. But we move on with that. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to tag team action. We got the Judgment Day of JD McDoofus and Dominic Gallardo Ucey taking on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, with Ivy Nile at ringside. Eventually, R-Truth comes out and sits down at ringside with a stupid Buffalo Bills custom belt. And then, like, part of the match is like, come on, don't tag him, tag me! Like, you're not part of the match, you idiot! But, anyway, match was alright, not bad. Julius comes in with some suplexes into some nip-ups, which were pretty damn cool. Cole says, I've never seen that before, like, ever. You're a liar. You saw it last week. Lay off the coke. Lay off something there, Michael Cole, because you're woohoo. Anyway, pretty good match. Brutus hits the pounce on Dominic over the announcer's table. Did I hit Michael Cole? Damn. And then in the ring, they hit the Brutus ball on JD McDumbass. 1, 2, 3, the Creeds get the win in under 11 minutes. And man, the Creeds are running amok right now on the main roster. The fans are actually getting into them. And they are probably one of my, next to the Yes Boys, the Creed Brothers are one of my favorite tag teams on the main roster right now. I like them. And really, I think they're going to be the ones to defeat Finn and Priest. If not at the Rumble, maybe at Mania. I think that's going to be a big moment for them. I think it should be at Mania. Let them win the tag team belts at Mania. Get that big, humongous moment. Then they go on a long run with the belt, with the championships, with the titles, I should say. Let them go on a long run, 6 months at least. They're so good. Put on banger matches. This wasn't a banger per se, but it was pretty good. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but we'll see what happens with that. And then we move on with that. And then, yeah. Alright, so 3 out of 5 stars for that. Then we get a look at Randy Orton's voice, signing with SmackDown last Friday night, and then giving Nick Aldis a Gilmore cutter, which he rightfully deserved. But anyway, so that leads to Adam Pearce in the back. Seth Rollins is talking to, no, actually, before he talked to Jey Uso, Seth Rollins talks to Adam Pearce. Pearce says that CM Punk is going to be invited to Raw next week to sign his exclusive Raw contract, or does he? Rollins like, I don't give a shit, that's fine. You know, I'm all ready for Jey Uso. So then, Pearce leaves, Jey Uso comes in on cue, says, I'm winning the belt, you know, I still respect you on that, thanks for giving me the opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And then Seth Rollins like, I'm gonna curse up your face into the mat. And then Jay's like, you serious? And then they threaten each other, so I'm gonna kick your ass. You know, but we still respect each other. Well, that went out the window. It looked like Seth's starting to turn heel now. Now that Punk's there, Seth's pretty much a heel. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, go to the back. We see Damian Priest yelling at JD McLoser and Dom Dom for losing the match to the Creed brothers. And then JD blames R-Truth for the loss, but Dom's like, hey, it's not about him. You know, the Creeds are just the real deal. And then he's basically telling priest is like, I don't think you should take them lightly. So if I were you, Senor Priest, I would really tell your partner in crime, Finn Balor, to not overlook the creeds. Because if you do, you're gonna lose those belts, and probably will. And then we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Jey Uso. This was a banger of a match. I loved it. 23 minutes exactly. Lots of near falls. Jey hits the Umaga attack, and he dedicated the match to Umaga, who passed away a few years ago. Rollins goes back with the sling blade. Get the topmost frog splash by Seth for a near fall. Jey hits a super kick into the super splash for another near fall. Goes up again, takes too long. Rollins hits the paradox superplex into the Falcon Arrow for a near fall. Goes for a stomp and missed. Jey hits a spear for a near fall. That is greatest Roman. And then Seth comes back with the buckle bomb. But Jey comes back with another spear into another superfly splash for a very near fall. 2.9999995. Then he thinks he's Roman, tries for a third spear, but at least he didn't do a ooh. He tries for the third spear, gets counted into the pedigree, and then Rollins backs up, hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Still your reigning, defending World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins. Like I said, 23 minutes. This match was freaking epic, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, Code of Honor. You don't see that every day in WWE. So respect is shown. And then Drew McIntyre comes in, hits the Claymore kick on the outside of the ring to Jey, laying him out. Seth tries to make the save, but he gets dropped. He gets knocked out as well. And then Drew basically hits like a Falcon Arrow. I don't know what he hit. It looked like a Falcon Arrow on Jey, on the announcer's table, broke the announcer's table in half. And then he goes up to Jey, he's like, the truth will set you free. And that's pretty much it. So, looks like we're going to get Jey Uso versus Drew. I don't know that if Seth's going to be involved in this. He did get beat up, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this leads all the way up to the Rumble and we get a triple threat match. At the Rumble, Jey Uso versus Drew versus Seth. Seth obviously wins, then Punk wins the Rumble, and there you go. That's how we get the Mania. But then again, things can change. That's why I call it subject to change. So storylines can change. At the drop of a hat, somebody might get injured. Hopefully not, especially during Mania time. But we'll have to see what happens with that. So, with all that, that is it for now. I'm getting out of here. I am dead tired. And I have to get up in like 5.5 hours just to go to work. Get ready for work. You know, I work from home. But it's probably I think it's pretty much my final week of working in Casa del Gilmore for a little bit. I will be going back to the studio where I have to go to the studio and do some things that I can't do here. Because some stuff I have to do on a different program on a different computer that's a little bit more advanced than mine. So I have to do more, audio editing and video editing, and I can't do it here, obviously, because I don't have this. I have the software, but it doesn't. My computer's like, it's not that it's old. I mean, it is old, but it's not compatible. Somehow, it's not compatible with the software that my company uses, but what studio uses. I have to go to the studio to do everything, but it is what it is, and pretty much a couple weeks right before Christmas, and then we'll be in and out of the studio, and then pretty much I'm done right before my birthday. I'm done for the year. I mean, I do have to go. I still will be working, but it'll be like couple of days, after Christmas, I'm work, right before New Year's, I'm only working like basically 3 days that week, and then I'm off for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and I don't come back till January the 3rd. So, but I'm still getting money that you wish you had. I'm getting a nice bonus, but so I mean, I'm living the life, man. I'm blessed to do what I do. I know I'm not tooting my own horn that I have a better job than you. But I'm making pretty good money. Whether it be at home, I'm making whatever amount of money I'm making for whatever amount of hours I work, 4, 5, 6 hours a day or every few days. Doesn't matter how many hours I work per week. I'm still making good money. It's a job. I'm making money to pay for my internet bills and my cable bill and pay for my house and pay for everything I need, food, whatever. Can't say I don't work and I'm not making money. I'm still making money. I'm not living off the government or anything like that. And even if I was, so fucking why? I gotta live, people on disability, they're on Section 8, they're on this and that, they're on unemployment, or SSI, SSDI, whatever. At least they're making money, but, some people really can't do their jobs, but, they're incapacitated to the point they can't work. Some people, just, maybe, I'm not saying they do, but maybe they're scamming government and just collecting, they give them a false freaking doctor's note. It's like, oh, my back hurts. I can't legit work. But you can still sit down in front of a fucking computer. That's why you're doing videos. But you can still sit down and do an easy fucking work from home job where you just type in things. It's easy. And you still can get, like, food stamps and you won't get disability anymore, but you'll be making an honest paycheck, you're home all the time, you can go out and do whatever you gotta do. But, I don't know, some people scam the system to just get money because, they can't go out and get a real job. I know my back is shot. My health is not the way it is, but still, I work. Whether it be from home, or I go out and get an actual job. I mean, I worked in retail when I was working with basically the same job I'm working with now. I was doing two things, two jobs. I was fine. I was making a lot of good money. But then, retail sucks, so I was like, fuck retail, I'm gonna just stay where I am now, make pretty much around the same, well, a little bit less than what I was getting in retail. Well, actually, I'm getting more now than I was working in retail. But still, it's a job. Whether I work from home or I don't work from home, it's still a job. And I don't focus on YouTube so much. I focus on my job and my life. Okay, that's it. If you don't like that, that's tough. Because if some of you have great jobs, and then you waste that because you focus on people like me and other people, when you really should be focusing on your life and your job and your family and whatever, and then you're gonna ruin that because you have a long time beef with somebody. I mean, really, get over it. Grow up and focus on something else besides a long time beef with somebody. It's pathetic. I mean, I don't have long-term beef with people. I mean, some people, they have like 10-year beefs with me. I'm like, why? 4-year beefs with me. Why? Like, oh, but you're still talking about me. You're still, commenting and this and that. Well, 1, you won't shut up. 2, you won't move on. I'm trying to move on, but you keep bringing my name up and bringing me into this shit. And pretty much now, I got to the point where I don't give 2 shits now. I don't give a shit about what people say about me. But I just think even if I leave you alone, why are you still doing the same bullshit? Why are you harassing people, me and other people? Why? Just because, and I'm not even talking about you. Whether it be for reference or whatever. Why? Just because you want to get your rocks off and trigger me and everything? Not gonna work. I don't care about anybody that has a problem with me. I don't care. If you don't like me, I don't give a shit. But if you want to call me out on things, then do it one-on-one. I mean, I'm not going to agree with your opinion, but don't slander my name for something you call me out on something I just said now. I mean, like I said, everybody's entitled to an opinion, but my opinion matters more than yours. But I'm not going to go back and forth anymore with any of these assholes on YouTube anymore. I can't. I don't want to. It's not healthy for me, and I want to really focus on my life. That's what I'm striving to do right now, and be a better person. I don't want to be this person that I have become pretty much on YouTube. Somebody that people think I am, but I'm not. I've done my time. I've done my sentence. I feel like I'm singing Queen, but I've done my time. I've done my sentence. I manned up to my mistakes and my accountability. That I lost good friends, some really good friends, and even some real life friends here and there. But I made, I owned up to my shit. I took accountability, and I moved on. Whether those friends come back, that's on them. I'm just trying right now to be a better person. If they see that, great. If they want to come back, like I said, that's on them. I'm like an open book. We can talk about it. We can be civil. We don't have to be friends. We can be civil. I mean, we can, I don't have to go on your chats. I mean, I don't have to be in your comments section. We can be civil. We can support each other without commenting. Liking the video, just whatever. That's fine. I mean, if you want to talk to me in private, that's fine. And that this is going to all the people, that I threw under the bus and everything. They know who they are. But, I mean, people say, I'm a forgiving person, this and that. You might sound like a hypocrite, but, I mean, if you really are a forgiving person, you would see that some of this is bullshit. And, I'm sorry that I didn't take some people's advice. But pretty much now, those people would become my friends again. I'm not bringing up, I mean, if shit happens like what happened last year again, that's not on me. Just these people just go by guilty by association. But, but I think it's best that if we do get back to being friends, I know our trust will never be the same. I think it's best that we just stay civil friends. We can talk in private. We don't have to talk on panels or anything. I mean, if you want to invite me to a panel, that's fine, but I don't really have much time to go on a panel, and I don't want to get bombarded for no apparent reason. Why is he on there? Just a friendly chat. Why are you here? Just to start shit. I don't have no time for that either. If I want to go on a panel, I'm not naming names, with somebody, one of those people, I'll just do it either a private chat that's not recorded, or just do an open forum panel. Talk to the guy. We talk about wrestling. We talk about whatever. We don't have to bring up the past. I really don't want to talk about that on a panel. I just want to talk about whatever the topic is. I mean, I don't want to bring up the past. I don't want to talk about the latest drama, or have those people come in and call me and just ruin the whole thing. I'm like, why am I here? I'll just leave. I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this. I came here to have a talk with so and so, and that's it. I want to talk about wrestling with so and so. That's all I want. I don't need to have some schmuck that has a long running beef with me trying to ruin things. That's all I ever wanted with some of these people. That's all I wanted. But, people don't like me. I don't care. That's why you call the block button. Some people don't know how to use it. But in any case, I'm just trying to be a better person, and I'm trying to be somebody, not so much get my reputation back, because that's pretty much shot right now. But it is what it is, I know I'll never get back some of those people's trust ever. And what I said, it was heat of the moment stuff. And I'm sorry for I don't want to just make an apology video, or just part of the video apology. But I did what I did. I said what I said. I'll take accountability for it, man up, and just move on. That's all I want. I want to be left alone and move on, do my own thing. But like I said, if those people, if not, doesn't have to be now. It doesn't have to be a month from now, 6 months from now, a year, 2 years from now, whatever it may be. They ever want to reach out to me? I mean, I'll talk, but if it's gonna be about bullshit, I have no time for it. I don't want to get into another war with this crap. I don't want to get into a war. If those people are forgiving, I'll talk to them. But if it's just about, hey, we're gonna, you did this a year ago. We're seeing some type of progress. We're sorry for the past and everything. And I'll say, yeah, I'll say I'm sorry. That's it. I'm just gonna say, all right, the past is the past. Can we just move on? I don't want to talk about it. I want to be nice. I'm being civil. I'm being nice. Let's just bring up another topic. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble. Let's talk about wrestling. Let's talk about sports, video games, game shows, whatever. I don't give a shit. Let's just shoot the shit, and that's it. Let's just leave the past behind, move on. But, but like I said, if I went on a panel, people get mad, get angry, and do their bullshit, and I really don't give a shit. I'll just ignore it. That's all people can do is that garbage. And it really needs to end with some people. It's just stupid. But in any case, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I talked way more than enough. I'm tired. So, that's all I got to say about that. So, Raw was decent. So, I give it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below. And that's pretty much it. I will be back tomorrow with NXT over on the Peter Joseph channel. And anything else comes your way tomorrow, I might be around to talk about it, but we'll see what happens with that. I might be a little bit busy tomorrow because I got things to do. Pretty much this week is pretty busy for me. I got various chores to do and various places to be. And then, just counting down the days to, the greatest day in the world, and then Christmas, and then get ready for, the end this godforsaken year, and then start 2024 fresh. And then I'll worry about next year and what happens next year when we start January the 1st. And that's pretty much it. But pretty much right now, pretty much for the last almost 2 weeks, I've been really focusing on my life and not focusing on social media or all the BS. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And I'm not going to get into a war of words with people. They still don't like me. I don't care. But I'm not going to go into a back and forth comment war anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. It's not healthy for me. And, it's just time for me. You know, I know a lot of people have said this, and I've said this a lot, but it's just time for me to just grow. You know, not grow up because I'm 47. I mean, just gotta be 47. But I just want to focus on my life and not focus on YouTube, and that's pretty much it. I just want to be myself and do my videos and just call it a day. That's it. And if people can't let me do that, then you need to be locked up. You just need a life. Seriously, you need help. I'm getting more help than I need right now. You know, so you know, so I guarantee I'm not gonna guarantee it, but I'm gonna try my best, and hopefully the next couple months, hopefully you guys see a change. You know, I'll still be, rambunctious and stuff, but mainly, drama-wise, I just have no time for it anymore. I'm legit getting sick. And, you know, I've just been really sick and tired of being sick and tired. And as much as I love to get revenge, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. This drama is not worth it for me. I mean, it used to be. Now, years later, it finally kind of hit me in the gut that, what do I have to live for if I do get rid of get off YouTube? What do I have to live for? Do I have do I have sort of a legacy? Maybe, but I don't want my legacy to be about, oh, Peter is on YouTube for 15 years and he did nothing and he's just remembered as a pedophile, this and that. When there's really no proof. Still no proof. But I think I left enough of some type of legacy here on YouTube, whether it be WJ saying I'm the face, of YouTube, or being the worst YouTuber, one of the worst YouTubers in history, even though there's way worse people than me. Way worse. But I digress on that, but I don't care if I'm the worst person on YouTube, the best person on YouTube, not even in the top 50, the top 100, the top 5,000 people on YouTube. At least I'll be somewhere around in the ballpark. It doesn't matter how many subs I have, how many views I get, how many comments I get. If I go live, if I don't go live, I don't really give two shits. I'm not in it for money or get monetized. I didn't care one bit about making any money on this forsaken website. I never cared. Never cared to be have a partnership with Full Screen that kind of ended with the changes and everything. I didn't care. I didn't care if I was making 10 cents on a video. I didn't really give two shits. I just did this for me, and to get my opinion out. If I met good people, great. I don't have, most of those people still watch me, like Jeffrey Rose. I mean, I'm sorry bringing people up, but, the Iceman, Jeffrey Rose, and people like that. Some people still watch my shit. I have some newcomers here and there. They're actual people. Not fake-ass fuck douchebags that watch my show, whether they be real and they're acting fake, just to gas my head up. I really don't care. But I'm just doing this for me. That's how it's going to be from now on. I'm just doing it for me. I'm just living my life and doing what I love is just talk about wrestling or any sports or whatever I feel like talking about, music. Just shooting the shit half the time and just being me. That's it. That's all I wanted to be when I first started YouTube almost 15 years ago. It's just be me and give my opinion. And you don't have to like my opinion. I don't have to like yours. But you're still going to watch me for whatever amount of time you watch me. Whether it be 5 seconds, 3 hours almost, 5 hours, who knows. But whatever. You're still going to watch some part of the video. And maybe learn something. Maybe clip something and spin it. And then make me look bad. But, it is what it is, but I personally, like I said, I don't care anymore, and I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like that, that's too bad. Just learn to live with it, like Ric Flair said, and just do your own thing. And if you can't do that, then you need help. You really need help, because if you have an obsession with somebody for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, the entire time they've been on YouTube, then you really, seriously need help. I mean, people thought I had a 10-year obsession with, I hate bringing them up, Sean's View Entertainment. I never did. Never had an obsession with Sean. I just called him out sometimes on his BS. And if it lasted 10 years, that's not an obsession. I didn't do like 6,000 videos on him. It's just, I just did videos on him, calling him out on his BS. That's it. I don't do like video after video after video every day. This and that. I think that's stalkish, and I think that's really obsessive. That some people do that. I don't know why, but that's just them. But as far as me and Sean go, we put the past behind us, and we don't talk much. I don't comment much on his videos, even though technically he was right that Punk was coming back, even though he clickbaited for like 9 years. But he, I think he shouldn't have clickbaited at all, but that's, that's Sean, but, he got lambasted and basically ripped apart for 9 years for that shit. But Sean's doing the same thing, even though he's, taking things from, like, I don't know where some of the things he gets are from. I think it's somebody telling him something, and then he relays it, or he actually looks at Ringside News or Wrestling Inc. or whatever it may be, and then he kind of just spins it a little bit to get the views and get the clicks and everything. But like I said, I don't hate the guy, and I never hated him that much, except for when he blocked me way back when I defended the guy. I'm like, why did you block me? I'm defending you from Hitman and shit, or whatever it may be. And then you block me out of nowhere for what? And then, when I call you out on the BS and everything, people call me obsessive, which I was not. I was just calling him out on his BS, and he gets involved with some other people. And I'm like trying to tell the guy, stop clickbaiting, stop e-begging and shit, because you look like an ass. You don't give a shit. And then when the shit happened to me that he was getting, he finally does a video on me and then laughs at me. And I laughed back because I thought it was hilarious. Like, oh great, like 10 years later you freaking do a video on me when you could have done that way a long time ago. And we could have settled it somehow. I mean, now finally we settled it because another guy basically goaded me into doing I didn't really want to do it, but I did it anyway. An apology video to Sean. Even though it was technically needed. Because I wanted to just forget. I just want to just put the past behind me with Sean. And I was like, you know what, let's just forget everything. And then, Sean, I guess he accepted it, and we just went our separate ways. I don't even talk to Sean anymore. I don't really support his videos. I'll watch them, but time to time I'll watch them. I haven't really watched much of Sean anymore, really, to be honest with you. I let him do what he does, but, I just think he needs to get away from certain people and just be himself, like I am. Because some people, they might be your friends, but but they're really stabbing you in the back. Behind the scenes, they're stabbing you in the back. I know people that might be my friends now, they're probably stabbing me in the back. It sucks, it hurts, but so be careful who you become friends with on YouTube, because next thing you know, they're stabbing you in the back and telling lies and shit. or trying to expose you with lies. But it is what it is. But that's all I gotta say about that. But from here on out, I'm going to just be myself and not worry about what people say about me, whether it be on and offline. I don't really give two shits anymore. I have no time for it. Like I said, you have your own opinion of me. But I've said this for so many years. If you don't like me and what I say or what I do on this website or on social media, really pretty much on YouTube, you don't like me, block me. Simple as that. Block me, don't watch me. But you have a problem with that. I don't understand why. You just can't block me, move on to the next jerk. Why do you have to have an obsession with me? Why do you have to bring people that don't need to be brought into things? Why do you hate me and then you bring in people that I'm associated with? Why? Just to get my goat? I think that's petty, that's BS bitch moves. If you don't like me, then talk to me about it. One-on-one. But some of you can't do that. I mean, certain people have done it with me. You know, yeah, I go into an off-air hangout, then it's recorded, and they put it up. I think that's, maybe I deserve that, but still, I think that's a little bit of a bitch move to put me in an off-air hangout and then record it behind the scenes. I'm just saying. But, could have handled it differently, not on an off-air recorded hangout. Just so you can tell your friends. It's like, oh, he's lying. Did you see what he did? And I was basically telling the truth. And they have their own opinion about that. So that's why I really don't want to go on panels. I think it's, because I don't want to deal with bullshit and everything anymore. I mean, if it's not going to be respectful, then I don't want to be part of it. And I really, pretty much now, I don't want to be part of any panels at all anymore. Unless it's with certain people that I actually trust. But anybody else right now, I pretty much may or may not trust you to go on a panel, because who knows who could be coming in, and then shit starts. I'm like, why did I come in? Why? So I can get bombarded 12-on-1, and then it gets clipped and it gets put on YouTube, and people are like, oh, look what happened. And even though I went on people's panels last year when they called me out for BS, and I could have, handled things a little bit differently, could have acted differently, but, it is what it is. The past is the past. It's over a year ago. I think most of us have kind of moved on from that shit. But I pretty much tried to move on. I'm still trying to move on, but really now, like I said, I'm focusing on my life right now. And if people can't respect that, then you don't get respect from me. You're not going to get shit from me. Can't respect me to live my life and do this. Not spieling for 3 hours, but still. Just doing my reviews and going off topic at times, but it don't matter. But if people can't at least give me the satisfaction of just leaving me alone to do what I do, whether it be for 3 hours, not live, but 3 hours on my phone, wasting battery, or doing a 3-hour live show, talking to my friends, answering comments and here and there. Don't have to deal with BS. If they can't do that, then you don't deserve to be on YouTube. You don't. I'm not saying me, but these people. They don't deserve to be on YouTube. They don't deserve to get the attention that they want. Because that's all they want is attention. I don't deserve attention. I don't want attention. I don't do videos for clout. I don't. I just be myself and I say what's on my mind. And if you can't accept that, that's pretty much on you. And that's it. Alright, I'm losing my voice. I'm going to bed. So, 6.5 out of 10 stars for Raw. Let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Do whatever. I really don't give a shit. So, anyway, I'm out. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're in bed, stay in bed. If you're on the West Coast, go to bed. So, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try to get a couple hours sleep. And then do my job and get the money and then enjoy the rest of my day. Get ready for NXT tomorrow night. And just try to get better each day. And cause been a little bit, sick here and there. My health is bad. My mental state's off the wall right now. But pretty soon I'm gonna be getting a little bit more help and better medication, a little bit better medication. And I think 2024 will probably be the year of mental health for me. That I'm going to change for the better. Hopefully. I'm not saying it will happen, but I want to at least start the road again. Because I went off the road this year, and I want to get back on that road. Not finally, but kind of, I would say finally, but I want to get back on that road and just keep going straight forward, not meandering and going on detours and then going off the road. I don't want to be in that fork in the road and I go this way and I really should go this way. So that's what I want to do. I want to go on the right path to success. I don't have to be successful here on YouTube. I want to be successful just in general and in my life, and that's it. And I've been pretty much successful in my life. On YouTube, if I get a lot of views, it's great, but I'm not here for views. I'm not here for recognition. I'm not here for subs or anything like that. I'm just here to give my opinion. And if you like it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. And that's it. Alright. Alright, for real, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time. Hopefully I'll have a voice tomorrow. But until next time, peace.